You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
I don't even know how the intro
Punters
goes.
and dribblers, welcome.
Time come home.
Punters and dribblers, welcome to Hello Sport. Should
Do you want to give it a go?
3, 2, 1. Punters and dribblers, welcome to a new episode of Hello Sport. I'm sitting here with my very, very good friend Edward Simpson. Ed, how are you?
You forgot the little catch cry, the phrase.
Okay, you go.
I think this is how he does it. And welcome back to another episode of the Hello Sport Podcast. Home of unqualified opinion, unwavering bias. Here for another Wednesday. You'll be listening to us on Thursday. That sounded all right. Tom's not here. He's fucked off to Fiji. And good riddance, if you're asking me.
Catch.
Because it means we can bring me old mate Jack Edward Archsell. Okay.
Can I ask you a personal question? Am I the first guest you've had on where it's just you and a guest? Historic.
Historic.
Historic stuff. Because I've done this a couple of times with B when you've been, shall we say, gallivanting.
I like to gallivant.
You're a gallivanter. Now, I've done this.
I like sunning me cock.
Sorry?
I like sunning my cock.
I beg your pardon?
I like getting my penis out and sunning it.
I thought you said selling. He said, I like selling me cock. You've just gone off whoring this whole time. We didn't know it. I like selling me cock.
How do you think I afford the finer things, Jack?
I didn't notice the Tommy Jean trackies. I know that big cock swing. It's swimming in them.
Now I got those, Jack.
Selling your cock.
Sold me cock.
You sold your cock.
So those shows here, Jack. Guess how I got it.
I reckon you're going to tell me.
Selling me cock.
How'd that telly get set up over there? How'd you afford that thing?
Oh, that old thing.
Yeah.
Sold me cock.
That looks like a fancy jumper you're wearing, Ned. I'm just pondering. I'd love to postulate as to how you procured that jumper.
So this jumper here, Jack. This big, thick jumper. Got it after I sold me cock. Oh, it's bitter.
It's healthy stuff. Selling me cock. What do you reckon you could sell your cock for?
Mine.
Yeah.
Do I have to put it like wherever the buyer pleases?
Yes. Yeah, you do. You do. What do you think you'd be worth as a gigolo?
Me?
Yep.
Not ripped, not hung,
Good looking though, traditionally good looking.
bit grey, or very grey. Dribbler though, can dribble.
Yeah. You got good bone structure. You got a good fashion sense.
I like to think that I could put my mouth into it, if you know what I'm saying. But
Yep.
I don't know for sure.
Yep.
I don't know. Like a night with Ned.
A night with Ned. Can we auction one of them off? Will Fruits be upset? Will Ella be upset if we auction off a night with Ned?
Surely I get like at least $5,000 for a night with Ned. Like, what would people be prepared to
I
pay
was prepared to say I would hope to get for a night $500.
for a night with Jar? You don't reckon a whole night with Ned? Because I got to stay over and everything.
Yeah, correct.
Like, I don't just rock up and work.
What do they earn, these fuckers?
Don't know.
I'm looking at a guy now in Sydney who's...
Easy, Tobbs. Fuck's sake, get on the job.
He charged $1,000 for 2 hours.
Tobbs had that up before our conversation.
Well, he already
charged.
knew it. He already knew it. He's pretending to read something. Spin it around, he's playing fucking Minecraft.
Sorry. So what was that, Tobbs?
So it was like $1,000 for 2 hours, but if
Wow.
you want him for like 6 hours, you can get him for $2,000.
Oh.
But to stay over, stay the night?
Doesn't offer that.
Because then you're working
service.
into multiples territory.
There you are. You're getting overtime. You're getting time and a half. Then you're getting double time. Especially if you're pumping the whole night. I mean, fuck me swinging.
I know. Well, what if you rock up and old mate's had fucking a couple of Viagras? It's a long night.
I'm assuming, sorry, but I'm assuming you are having sex with a woman. You've just said the guy that you rocked up to see is out of you. Sorry. Were you charging a night with Ned with a man?
Yeah, I thought it was man.
Right. Oh, I was.
I'm not charging. I'm saying, what would a man charge for me?
No, I was saying, what would you charge to the client?
Oh, no.
I was assuming you were still straight in this.
I thought you were
hypothetical.
saying, what am I worth on the open market?
I would assume, though.
Like an auction night, a night with Ned, bid for
Yes,
Ned.
right. I would still assume, though, that it was a woman bidding for you because you are a heterosexual male. You have missed. Yeah.
Listen, I tell you, it's probably because
Oh, that's great.
it's probably because I really don't get hit on by women traditionally. You know,
Yeah.
like
The-
I've probably been hit on honestly twice in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Both blokes.
Ned,
So
if I
You
want my tyres pumped,
yeah,
it is so much more likely a gay man's going to do that for me than a woman.
well, why do you reckon Willie goes down the gym every morning?
Willie got actual, literally, like you got fucking.
Last time, or one of the last times I left, I was walking out and I just heard this guy go, "Ooh, he's cute."
See, how good's that?
Yeah, but Willie's. Imagine Willie coming in the gym.
Yeah, looking thick and ripped and veiny.
Yeah.
You remind them of a big, thick, juicy, plump, delicious cock. Wouldn't you?
That's why I go there.
Yeah, correct. You know?
Listen, a shout out to the gay community because they're great at pumping tyres.
Shout out to the gay community because I think they know us mid-level average straight men need a tyre pump occasionally.
Yeah.
And they're willing to give it to us.
We never get them.
Never get them.
Like, we've got 10 mates. I can think of a couple like Bracey and Xander. Shout out to you.
Gorgeous.
But they get their tyres pumped all the time.
Every day.
You know?
I walked
They
ar-
get flocked to.
Buddy, a great friend of the show and one of my trainers, Josh Ellis Flint, shout out to Jeff. Very traditionally good-looking bloke and a big jacked unit.
Yeah, big and
Now, in the Gold Coast, you can't help but notice the laser-pointed eyes at Jeff while you're walking around by females. They're just like, holy fucking dooly, Mrs. Tabooly, have a go at that thing. You know? Think that happens to us, bud? Not often, kid.
never.
Not often.
Hasn't happened in so long I've forgotten what it feels like. And people want me going, you're fishing, mate. I'm like, no.
No. That's why we got the gays.
That's why we got them.
That's why we got the gays.
That's why we got the gays and that's why we got girls.
That's why we've
That's why
also
we've got our girls.
Our
and that's why we've
girls
got
and the gays. And also mature aged women. They'll give you a tyre pump. Okay? Because
But you're good with the old.
I'm good with the oldies. I know what's going on. And I know that being called a handsome young man is something that I'm seeking.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you who's given it to me. Regionally based elderly women.
Elderly or like 40s, 50s?
Not 40s. They're too young. I'm too close to them.
Yep.
We're peers now.
50s, 60s?
I'm talking 60s plus.
What, like Sharon?
Yeah.
Who's just got a
She
hair
works
done?
at the tuck shop.
And she might have a streak through her hair?
She's got a purple streak. She's completely grey. Curled grey hair with a streak of perp in it. Because she's still fancy and fresh. She wants to feel young again.
Yeah.
Sees me walking through. I'm an average-looking male that tries to keep himself in nick. That's good enough for an elderly woman.
Oh, yeah.
She's going, I'll have me a bit of that.
Yeah. Now she's thinking about all the fun things she can do with you.
Exactly right. And
But also, Sharon's, she's been around the block.
she's
And she's seen some winners. And she's seen some cocks.
she's seen a fair share. And she knows a good young stallion with a, let's just call it a cock.
Yeah.
We don't need to go into detail into what it looks like.
No.
But she knows I've got a cock. Which she presumes. And
She hopes.
She hopes.
You're walking like a bloke who's got one.
I'm walking like
I don't know
a
how eunuchs walk, but you know what I'm saying.
How do you show us how you walk, Tops?
Oh, it's like Varys on Game of Thrones with the hands behind the back, real slow.
Oh, like old men.
It's still a bit sore.
That's why old men walk
Like
with their-
varies.
Yeah, very.
like varies.
Yeah.
You got a bit of varies about you.
Yeah. Well, it varies.
Little birdies.
Both got man boobs.
Yeah, fully.
The man titty
Little
thing
birdies.
coming up again.
So, sorry, where were we?
Talking about old women who like the look of a young man with a cock, I believe. Anyway, for those of you new listeners, this is a podcast about sport.
Yeah.
It's got
Won't be much sport today.
There will be a bit of sport.
Oh, therell be a little bit of sport. There's a bit to get to.
We'll be talking boxing.
We might as well fucking rip the
Band-Aid off.
band-aid off. Dress the groper in the room.
Yeah. Well, we can't address Willie B. Groper. Insinuating he gropes people.
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
And unfair.
And unfair. You don't grope. Not to my
Not that I
knowledge.
know of.
Not to my knowledge.
Didn't come up in the hiring process.
It did not rear its gnarled fingers in the resume, but you never know. Time will tell whether you're a groper or not. All right? We, as you say, I'm sitting here in a sling.
If you're not on the YouTube, Jarch is in Tom's chair on the left of me in a sling.
Correct. I'm slinged up.
How'd you do that, buddy?
Got my shit rocked. Dislocated the shoulder.
Do you mean like this?
Oh, don't you fucking dare, cunt.
Like this
This cunt. That is unreal. Oh, the setup. Do you mean like this? And I knew exactly
We
what.
didn't forget about you, Jarch. We didn't forget about you. We got you on.
Oh, thanks, boys.
Yeah,
That
nice.
is actually so. Thank you, boys. Oh. Look at that.
It looks a little bit vintage, don't you reckon?
It actually looks like if this wasn't me, that's cool. Like it's a cool shirt.
Yeah.
I actually might send this. I should send this to him.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. That's
definitely
fucking.
should.
That is awesome.
You definitely should.
Fuck you, cunts. But it is awesome. I'm so split.
You can thank your good mate Baz for the footage, because otherwise there's no footage like that.
Don't worry, buddy. Even after the fight, Baz was like, George, look what I got. I'm like, cool, that's awesome, man. That's great. He's like, yeah, I basically took a video of the whole fight. So I've got the whole 3-minute thing, the video, the whole fight. And I've also got, and I just slowed it down and screenshotted it to get all these mad shots. And he showed me that, showed me the one on the floor. I'm like, hey, buddy, I currently have a doctor realigning my shoulder. You reckon you can jump out of the ring and we can talk about this afterwards? That is unreal.
The point is,
look at that fucking shot.
The
bro.
point is, we get such a great angle because I don't believe the pay-per-view had.
No,
it was
like the
behind.
camera
He was behind Groper.
Yeah.
Mate, first of all, what I want to do, this is awesome, boys. I fucking love that. Whilst fucking hating.
We just wanted to support you, mate.
Yeah, thanks. So we're not going to cover up? We're not covering up for the rest of the show? We're like this. Good to know. Okay. First, I'd like to shout out Groper. Groper is a good man. We had a good yarn afterwards. He's a fucking good man.
Lovely bloke for the brief chat I had with him.
He is a lovely
Very
bloke.
nice guy.
And he earned the win. He earned the chocks. I mean, I know that he'd been training fucking hard. Like Tommy had said, he's putting the work in. Like the kid had put the fucking work in and he was going hell for leather. Train hard. So just shout out to Groper, mate. You did a fucking good job. You should be very proud of yourself. I tell you what, man, the anxiety leading to something like this is fucked.
So when did that start to set in, you reckon?
Probably started kicking in the Saturday before. So I was like,
So a week out.
this next Saturday, it's
Yeah.
like 4,000 people.
Yeah.
I was a little bit anxious as well because, as you know, this is also, let me preface this, there's no excuses here. It is what it is. But I'd injured my neck the week before. I couldn't fucking move it and I couldn't really train, which was giving me anxiety because I'm like, I felt like I just was like, I need to be training.
I
going
could
into
tell
this.
you were rattled when that actually happened because you cricked it in here and you came out, boys, I've just cricked my neck. I've just cricked my neck.
Yeah.
Then you're like booking in massage and shit.
fucking-
And it's not something you
It's not a great omen.
it's not great for a lead-in.
No, it's not great
It's
for
very
a lead-in.
distracting.
Please let me also say that my neck felt fucking red hot on the night. So there's nothing to do with it.
No, but we're not talking about
Yeah.
that. We're talking about the week leading up. The kid's nervous.
Yeah.
The kid's a week out. The
Yeah.
kid's shitting himself. And then the kid creaks
the
his
neck. And I'm like, fuck. Couldn't turn my neck. And I'm like, this is fucked. So it was just like the anxiety started to compound. And then you're thinking, fuck me, Dad. It's going to be 4,000 cunts in the stadium. It's like, Jesus.
A lot of people.
I'm like, what?
When I got in there, when I first walked in there, I was like, holy fuck. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was expecting. But it was, I've been to like no limit events and shit. It was bigger than that.
It just, and the crowd, like, yeah, everyone was there for it, man. Like, they did a fucking good job. So shout out to the Alpha Boys as well and the Alpha events.
100%.
What a fucking job, man. Like, fuck, they did a good job, mate. And it was very intimidating. But I was like, it was just sort of like, I was all good. Like, I'd be doing something. My brain never shuts off. So I'd be fucking doing something. And then I'd just be like, oh, fuck, you're going to fucking fight on Saturday. In front of 4,000 people. That's perfect. At least he's not 6'5". Oh, he is 6'5". Okay, perfect. But, you know, and the crazy thing that when those odds came out, I was a short odds, and I was like, to me that was madness. When they were
$1.65.
yeah, obviously I'm not going to say that leading into it. I'm like, fuck yeah, cunt, like she's on. But I'm like, he's younger, he's bigger, he's stronger. I'm like, I don't know where these. Anyway, I was just
Because
it added a bit of pressure because people are like, oh, you're sweet, dude. You're going to crush it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
but
oh.
I don't know what you've been saying on the podcast, but you were confident. At least you were presenting confidently.
Well,
and you've got a fucking big audience, I reckon. And cunts listen to what you say.
Yeah.
I believed. I was a believer. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, Josh's going to knock this cunt out.
No,
I didn't know anything about Grover. I just took you at your word.
So neither did I. But I also believed I was going to beat this man.
Yeah.
100%.
You got to believe.
You have to. Otherwise, you've lost
Otherwise
right
you're
there.
fucked,
I
yeah.
did. But I also knew nothing about him. All I knew was that he was a big guy. And I looked at the cunt and I'm like, you know what happens to big people?
Yeah.
They fucking tire easily.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge unit. I'm wiry, I'm quick, I'm slick. I'm like, I'm just going to fucking puncture this cunt. And yeah, perhaps that had something to do with it. But I assumed he was going to be a big doughy cunt. And he is almost the opposite. He's very fit. Because we were yarning afterwards. And he goes, bruz, I heard you yarn about like, let this cunt come out swing and tire out, then I'll pick him apart. And he's like, all I do is cardio. He's like, brother, I just run. And I'm like,
So he's never doughy.
no. So there's a mild miscalculation from my end.
I thought he was going to be tall and fat.
That's what I thought, mate.
And then the tail of the tape came out and it said he was 185 or 186.
I'm
like,
185.
That's fucking 2 centimetres, 3 centimetres taller than me.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
I was like, nah.
And then when I saw him in the weigh, and I'm like, or the press conference, I'm like, nah, this cunt's fucking. He's a tall glass of water.
He is. He's a big bit of timber.
And he's not fat.
He's not. He's actually in pretty good nick.
He's actually pretty cut.
Yeah.
And Stefanella remarked, pretty hot.
Yeah, he's also a good looking rooster.
Tall, skinny, hot.
It's a good combo.
You know, like he's pretty fuckable. And blokes like that can usually fucking throw him.
Yeah.
Tall, fuckable blokes.
Tall, fuckable cunts can throw 'em.
Now
And
that's a generalisation,
but it's usually
but going off big ropes,
it's bang on.
fucking
Kids were right.
So
He look into the lead up. It was nerve wracking, mate. I was like, fuck, okay. I just got to fucking. And obviously the shoulder has been a cunt for a long time. And there was a couple of things that when we were training, I remember just throwing the right a couple of times and feeling it. And I'm like, fuck, this dodgy cunt.
how many times has it come out now?
Probably 7.
Oh, fuck.
6, maybe 6.
And you've done absolutely fucking nothing about
I rehabbed the fuck out of it and I get back to where I'm happy.
it. Was it a Jarch rehab? Was it a rehab?
I'm pretty good at the rehab. I'm pretty good at rehabbing. But
So it's not like it's
But when I was
comparable to
throwing
you
them-
checking your phone.
When I was not at all. When I was throwing them though, I could feel it, and I'd say to the boys, I'm like, fuck this might. So we just had to make a game plan around it. I was like, fuck it, straight punches.
Straight
He's a
punches,
big long. Exactly right. This is what I want to get to. Big long cunt, big tall cunt. I mean, he's got a lot of body. So I was like, I'm just going to try and aim for that body, disrupt his body a little bit till he drops those hands, and then go for the straight to the grill. That was sort of the plan. And just duck and weave and dodge his punches.
You were ducking and moving.
I felt good. The movement was good. I felt good. I was ducking. I was moving. He didn't really land that many. Like, he landed one on the side of my head. And that's when I was like, kid's got a bit of sting to him. I'm like, okay, I felt that. That was good. But I was like, you got to be careful here. This boy's got some fucking punch. And I felt good. I threw a couple of rights that landed. They felt not too bad. I was like, okay, I can tag him. And before we got in a clinch, I hit him with a left, like a little check hook. And I saw that sort of hurt him. Like, I saw him clench his jaw and I was like, oh, I can hurt this monster. I'm like, great. Like, it was just a good little hook and I saw him become uncomfortable because of that punch.
At that point, did you hear the crowd start going, Jarchy?
I heard a bit of it, but then it was out of my brain. I was like, because we were clinching and I'm like, he's big and heavy.
Because I heard it, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking loud.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I heard it.
And I feel like that, even though Knuckles and Bryzy and the boys were last, it felt like your fight was the fight of the night. This is why. So it was tense in there.
It was tense, man. And like, man, I joke and laugh about it a lot because it is what it is. But there is a feeling of bitter disappointment in myself. Like, I am when I'm by myself in the shower, I'm banging my head against the wall. I'm like, you stupid cunt. Just because I'm competitive and I'm disappointed. Yep. Like, we were having a good stink. I felt good. I hit him with that hook and I was like, I feel good here. And I got bloodlust. And I did exactly what I was not supposed to do, which we had trained not to do. I've just completely lost my composure. Dropped the fucking lead hand like a fucking dipshit. Like, drop my lead hand and go for a fucking bomb with the right.
But you actually, like, go backwards onto your back foot and load up.
I can't. It was.
You know what I mean? He goes back and just fucking, he's hanging there for an eternity.
Boy, it's literally like, I almost should have said to him, hey, watch me telegraph this entire punch.
Yeah. When you watch it, like, obviously live, it's madness. I didn't see shit. But
yeah.
Looking at it back, it's just the most absurd.
Mate, I'm killing myself about it. I'm killing myself.
And I'm getting real X's and O's here, punters and dribblers, but it wasn't the punch to be thrown.
It was the dumbest thing I could have done. And that's why I'm upset with myself, because I think we could have put on a fucking deadly stink. And I'm just upset with myself that I've let myself down.
Punters and dribblers, as always, we're brought to you by the greatest multivitamin ever conceived by man, Good Day. Now, the reviews continue to flow in thick and fast.
Have you got that one from the other day?
Yeah, can I read it out?
Yeah, read it out.
It's so good. It's actually fucking unbelievable. What has been really nice, Tom and I were reflecting on this the other day, is just how much people are finding it
beneficial to their
massively
life.
Beneficial to their life. I know that at the start there would have been a lot of cynics out there going, these cunts are full of shit. They don't know what they're doing. And you couldn't be more wrong, which just brings joy to my little heart and my little soul. Now, I want to get up this absolutely elite review.
And we do appreciate the reviews. Obviously, look, it's like the feedback is positive, so that's good. But just being able to hear how it's helping you and the different ways you're seeing benefits, helps us know, I guess, the most tangible. Because there's like tangible benefits and there's intangible ones, like energy, for example. You can feel an improvement in your daily energy, whereas then there's like nutritional benefits like liver health or your fucking immunity generally being boosted. Those are ones where you don't really notice that until maybe you're on it for a while, and say you've got 2 young children in daycare who come home sick as fuck, and then you just don't seem to be getting sick where you used to get sick.
Life-changing, 5 stars. Big fan of Hello Sports, so my viewers are always going to be biased. I actually bought it for my wife. Didn't mention who it was by and just let her see how it went for her. Mum of 3 kids and runs her own busy business while I also work 7 on, 7 off away. After 3 days, she was hooked. Improved late in the day fatigue and mood. Come day 7, she had forgot to take her good day. Her mother was visiting and said the wrong thing and she snapped. Instantly says, I'm sorry, I haven't had my good day. Next thing, the mum-in-law is now tasting it and they're walking around their house like they both just discovered fire. and we're the only ones to know about it. Good result. Even got some alone time with the added less fatigue. With her, not her mum. That would be weird. But I look into the future, I suppose. So it's out there working its ass off, which is fucking terrific. There are downsides to being the fastest selling multivitamin of all time.
Yeah.
And that's that in the last month in particular, sales have just gone fucking through the roof, which we love. It tripled, I think, Tom. So we basically got caught with our pants down a little bit and not enough stock on hand.
Yeah, pants down, cold, little doodles.
It won't happen again. That's a Hello Sport promise. However, we are likely to sell out in the next probably 4 or 5 days, roughly. We will have stock for those with subscriptions, so you will never miss out. If you're a subscriber, you're good. If you are a new subscriber as of when we sell out, or you're a new customer, you won't be able to purchase. Well, you can purchase it, but it won't arrive for about 3 weeks.
Yes. So from here, if you start subscribing, you are basically just locking it in so that when it lands, then you're good to go and you're straight back on the train.
So you'll know, Punters and Dribbles, we'll do a bit of a thing on the Instagram when we do a sellout, and you'll notice on the website it'll flick from buy now to pre-order.
Yeah.
So that'll be the difference.
Listen, it's not ideal, but it also really just means that it's been successful beyond our wildest imagination, and you just couldn't have planned for it to go as well so quickly. So we're fucking horny for that. We got more as soon as we financially could. We fucking ordered more, and it's just the way that it goes. The production, again, when you're getting primo quality shit, it takes time.
And it's got to be tested multiple times. There's a bit of a process. We've sped it up as much as we can. It is what it is, Punters and Dribblers. Bear with us. So we'll let you know when it sells out. But again, it'll be sometime this week. Again, and subscribers, dude, you're all good.
It's funny.
You're all good.
We've been looking at it going, geez, we might have a couple of days here where we don't have any. We'll see. But, we should be all right. And then just each day it keeps growing. And there's obviously you're fucking pumped for that. But then you go, oh, shit. It might actually be a little bit more. Maybe it's going to be a week where we won't have anything. Oh, fuck. Maybe it's going to be 2 weeks. Then on the weekend, he's like, it could sell out within days. I'm like, oh, my God, fuck. Yes, great. Thank you all. But also fuck.
Yep. So subscribers, you're good. We'll let you know when it sells out, and fucking good on you.
Get the fucking pre-order in, though. It's clearly good shit. You don't want to miss it. Just become a subscriber, and then you're fucking good to go.
BeGoodHealth.com.au, code Dribblers for 20% off. When did you know you'd fucked up?
When
as in, did you see it coming, or did you just
didn't say shit? Didn't say shit. Hit the deck, came to. So I've thrown that punch. He's flown a beautiful punch straight down the barrel, just a beautiful straight punch.
And actually looked fucking real nice.
It was perfect. And he'd told me after, he's like, I trained for that.
You could tell because he looked real nice.
He did look good.
He looked real nice.
He looked good.
Especially throwing that punch.
Throwing that straight looked fucking red hot. It just he's so big, and I was like, and he just cracked me with it. I'm disappointed as well because the shoulder came out. Not taking anything away from his punch because it was beautiful, but mate, I've been knocked out before, and I've not known where the fuck I am, not known what happened, where I was, who the fuck was, what I was doing, been proper fucking smoked. That shot stung the fuck out of me. Boom, as soon as I hit, I was up. And then when I was looking at the ref's counting, he's like 5, 6. I'm like, mate, I'm sweet. Shoulder, gone. Shoulder's dusted. 7, 8. I'm like, brother, I'm all good. Shoulder's fucked. And I was actually like, fuck, that cunt just cracked me with a ripper. But I'm like, I don't feel good. I got on my feet. I wasn't wobbly. I felt good. I felt cognitively I was not impaired by my estimation. Went over there. The cunt's like, it's fucking out. And I'm like, that shot was not a fight ender for me if the shoulder wasn't out. How do you think
you would have gone if the shoulder stays in and he just would have started raining on you?
15 seconds in the round, probably would have survived the round. But it could have been the beginning of the end for me. But I just don't know. It's all conjecture. Maybe it would have woken me up and been like, hey, cunt, Stick to the fucking plan with these straight punches. Don't do none of that dumb shit.
Or he
likely.
could have rained on your parade.
Or he could have rained on my parade. Probably more likely the latter. Probably more likely the latter. But I didn't feel like.
But we'll never know.
We'll never know. But I feel even like I can't say that because that seems to take away from his achievement.
Mate, he put it this way, punters and dribblers. He landed the shot of the night.
Easily.
It was there was a couple other knockdowns, but nothing like the one Jarchy had to endure.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to Josh, your trainer, the other day, and he was saying he's never seen anyone drop like that at corporate fighters, and he's been to a few of them. So it was like one of the great shots ever thrown.
It was a ripper shot. It was like,
and that's just the truth of it.
that's just the truth of it. It's a lot. That's just life. But it all fuck it, man. It is what it is. I was in a fucking ring with no headgear punching on. Shit fucking happens.
Mate, it is what it is.
And like, he should be very proud of himself. But I'm more upset because it's like.
You did. And I was talking to Josh and he was like, that's exactly what we told him not to do.
Correct. This is why
he's like the last thing we wanted him to do is exactly what he did. He was supposed to be just like evade and throw straight.
Even dropping that hand, it's killing me, man. It's killing me. But it's fucking fuck. I spoke to Jeff earlier. He's just calling me. He's like just checking in. He's like, bro, how you going? I'm like, mate, shoulder's fucked. Like, it is what it is. I'm like, dome's straight. Like, the jaw's a bit jarred the next day, but you just get that on the big jobs. And I was like, and he's like, he goes, I don't know whether this is the right analogy, but he's like, there's a bit of Humpty Dumpty in it. And I go, what do you mean? He's like, you're sitting on the wall, you're feeling good, you're high and mighty. We didn't train we didn't probably train your shoulder enough, blah, blah, blah. You're feeling good. You're like, fuck yeah, I'll get in there, stick to the game plan. Suddenly you're off the wall, you're in pieces. He's like, it's a bit dumpty. I'm like, yeah, there is a bit of Humpty Dumpty to that. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
All the king's horses and all the king's men
couldn't put Humpty together again. Yeah.
Bit of Humpty Dumpty in the kid.
Bit of Humpty in the kid.
We went under.
Fucking shirts. Thank you for covering up, Cody.
Take it off, Cody. we were having a fag, me and Tom, later that night, and we were just going, the worst part for Jarchy is when he wakes up the next day in his nice bed at the Langham, nice and comfortable, your eyes open, and you're at peace with the world. You don't know anything, and then boom, it all comes back to you. Was that a tough wake up?
You think it's just been that morning, kid? I can't sleep, buddy. I'm waking up every morning, just going, not even just waking up. I'll be making a peanut butter sandwich, or I'll be fucking doing the washing, and I'll just go, oh, you fucking dumb cunt. It's following me everywhere, and I hope it does for at least a week.
It'll fuck.
Because I earned that. But it is fucking annoying.
How were you when you were walking out? Was that sick?
Terrifying. I was terrified the whole time. It was sick because it was like, wow, this is amazing. But it's also like you're walking in to getting a fucking punch on with a cunt. And you're like,
it's pretty fucking wild.
Mate, it is wild. And
which seemed to be wild.
It is wild. Look, for me, I'm 34. It's a one and done, I think, for me. Like, just because of the anxiety leading, it's just a lot to lead into it.
Yeah. You were unlike yourself the day before, and even the day when I saw you. It was like a lot.
I'm just like we spent a lot of that day just like breathing. Just like, because you can have adrenaline dumps and you can fuck yourself. Me and Jeff were having a little punch on in the hotel room before we went over, and I accidentally cracked him with a shot. I went for the body with the right and threw a left hook, and I fucking split him in the lip. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. He's like, this is why we need to breathe, because I was so fucking hyped up. Like, I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, dude, it's good. Jeff. Yeah. It's fucking good. This is sick. Do that. Do that. But like, it was, man, like it fucking, the lead into it and everything like that, you're just going, this is fucking wild. Walking out was sick. I walked out to Mungo by Naki. Mungo, a local legend around where we're from.
Feed him, brah.
And you're like, I tried to let it hype me up a little bit. But at the end of the day, I was just focused on getting in there and fucking sticking to the game plan, and it went out the window. But the only thing I regret in this whole experience is getting rocked and dislocating my shoulder. That's it. That's the only thing.
Do you wish you trained harder?
Look, I trained pretty good.
But knowing how hard Tommy and fucking
the
boys
I
train.
do. Like, I do wish I trained hard. But then again, fuck the cotton, mate. It's like I was fit. I felt good.
Yeah.
You know, I felt good. Mate, it's the bright lights and it's what they tell you not to do. They go, in these events, when it's your first boxing match in a fucking ring, bright lights, crowd screaming, fucking some cunt across the ring from you. They're like, a lot of people forget to box and they try and fight. They're like, you got to not fight and you got to remember to box. And I was trying
plenty of fights that night.
Quinny, the first fight, God
Quinn
love him.
Chin.
Those cunts just fucking went at it.
Crazy.
Him and Moose took fucking 60 plus each to the head.
Oh, bro,
And the rest. It was fun.
I love Quinn. He's a fucking good man. Yeah, like, you know, and I knew our fight was going to be like that. I knew it was going to be different. And I just got caught up in the moment and paid the price. But to be honest, I'm just I'm happy that I did it. I'm proud of myself that I fucking got in there and had a crack. It's a fucking gnarly thing to do. I recommend people doing it because it's like, it is sick, especially at an event like that where it is so gnarly. But
that was elite what they put on, the boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely lit. The Alpha Blokes have got one of the great audiences of all time.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
sticky
it was
fucking
it was loose as a goose in there. And absolutely packed. I will say this, Judge, very proud of you, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Very proud of you for getting in there and have a crack. And now you're immortalised for all time on a shirt.
Now, how special is that? I actually will send
So that's actually...
I'll get Groper's address.
So that's actually quite nice, I reckon. I reckon you should sign it and send it to him. And then he can get it fucking framed.
That's actually a good idea. I will.
And then he can get it framed.
Nah, Groper, mate, you're a fucking legend, and you earned the chocks. I wish we could have gone longer, but that's purely for selfish reasons. That's purely because I wanted to. I would have rather gone back in there with no shoulder and him fucking snap my fucking jaw in half than go out with a dislocated shoulder. It's fucking annoying. But you earn it, mate, and thank you for doing it. It was fucking sick.
Well said.
And now
move on?
No, I think I'm gonna. Can we take a break? I just think I need to go to the bathroom for a sec. If that's right. No, I'm sweet. I'm sweet, man. I'm fine. Everything's sweet. Dude, I didn't even drive over here in pure silence in my car. Had music on and stuff like every other normal day and stuff like that. So completely mentally fine at the moment. Not even depressed. I'm not struggling, boys. Don't ask me how I'm doing because I'm sweet.
You look good, though.
Thanks. Won't be having any hard toffees for a while, I think. Kids off the hard toffee. This thing's a little tender.
You off the toffs?
I'm off the toffee.
You off the Werther's Ridge?
No Werther's Originals for about
You off the Minties?
I reckon a Minty would dislocate my jaw.
You off the Fanta?
I'm off the Fanties.
What you used to get, so Archdale's jumping in the car, coming down to Sydney. Full car. Milo Janelle. Henry Will. Jack. Full car. Heading down to Sydney.
A packed Parada.
Packed Parada. Left at Sparrows. Well, you've intended to. Get away a bit later than planned. Anyway.
Mum misplaced the keys.
The old man's got to pull over for a dump. About an hour and a half in. Swings in the servo. What are you getting?
Now, can I ask a question before I answer? Do you want me to tell you what I would personally get? Or would you like to tell me what the Archdales was allowed?
What would the Archdales get?
Yep. So just keep for reference.
Yep.
We would have an empty punnet of Neapolitan ice cream for any potential vomiting that would happen in the Parado on said journey. That would be close at hand. You'd go into the servo, Dad'd get a 25 pack of Peter Stuyvesant Blues. He needs to smoke on the trip, otherwise you got a cranky driver. You don't need a cranky driver for safety reasons, of course. Fresh deck of durries. We'd get some of those fucking lollies in a tin, those hard lollies that are like different colours that had icing sugar all over them.
Yes. I don't know what they're called. They were nameless.
I don't know if that. I don't think they had a brand. No. They were just in a tin.
No, they weren't
they weren't branded.
It would have said lollies on the side.
Yeah, correct. Just icing sugar lollies. Those hard lollies of all different assortments.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
And they're hard as. I don't know what they're as hard as, but they're fucking
About as hard as groper punches.
they're as hard. I tell you what, they're as hard as a Milko on a fucking like a -2 degree day.
Yes, correct.
They'll shatter when you bite them.
They're like the plastic of lollies.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're exactly right. They'll shatter when you bite them. We get a tin of them, which I liked. Mum would literally get the Werther's Originals.
Oh, she'd get them.
She would.
Yep.
Werther's Originals. So what do we got? We got the Durries. We got the Werther's. Yeah, here we go. What the fuck are they called, bruh?
Cavendish?
Cavendish. Cavendish fruit
Cavendish
drops?
and Harvey, tropical fruit drops.
They're fucking good. Shout out to Cavendish and Harvey tropical fruit drops. They're a tremendous lolly. Tin of them, few Werther's Originals, couple of bottles of water, fresh deck. Kids are on.
Job's done.
Job's done. If we were lucky,
Yeah.
snakes.
Snakes.
If we were lucky.
Allen's.
But the remnants
Killer
of those,
pythons or just snakes?
just snakes, because the remnants of those have ended up in the Neapolitan punnet more than once. So Mum, I think, decided to dial back the snakes.
Fraught with risk.
Fraught with risk.
Yeah. My brother was a booter. He was a
Was he?
vomiter of note. Yeah.
Like just getting car sick.
Yeah, Garcia, yeah.
Were you?
We used to have to pill up sometimes.
Yeah, we'd have to pill up.
You'd have to pill up. I wasn't a big vomiter in the car. Brother was a huge vomiter.
Really?
Oh, yeah, the best of the best.
Just not made of the right stuff. Like
Nah, not made the right stuff. We're a Minties and Fantail family. Minties and
I love
Fantails.
that.
Yeah. Minties, Dad liked, I didn't like them, but I was a big Fantail guy. He'd read the little fucking...
Yeah, love the still love Fantails. They've discontinued.
Well, they've been discontinued.
I know.
Didn't we get a big bag? We got bags.
We did.
Off.
Bags of them. We used to eat them at my old job. We'd have Fantails, ask each other. Still, it's unbelievable. Minties for kids. Minties were fine. I've never been a big fan of anything mint. Like mint flavoured ice cream, you can suck me off at the next train station with
So
that.
you wouldn't get a choc top peppermint? Or
Not a
choc mint?
Never be my first option, no. If they only had choc mint left, I might dabble. Might dip the toe in the waters.
What choc top you get?
You want to know what sort of ice cream I'm drilling? It's usually either going to be the most fucked up flavour. They're like some bubblegum bullshit, or it's going to be like the chocolatiest one, like double choc brownie. You know what I mean? Like just a good, like real rich.
Bubblegum flavour.
When we used to go to the Gold Coast for holidays, it's now a desecrated place for me. I'll never be back.
Is it damaged?
Not at all.
Your experience of the Goldie?
I would argue it's
Because you're getting married up there.
It's lightened it. Yeah, correct. Yeah, we'll go back to the old stomping ground. That's correct.
You should have it at the convention centre.
Fuck yeah, can't. You should have had a thing. I'm getting married there, Groper. You do that shit? Anyway, wedding's tarnished. It's probably not going to happen anymore anyway. She's obviously attracted to Groper, as she said, and not attracted to me because I lost, so...
When I said Steph, I meant Steph Birmingham.
Oh, did you?
So that's okay.
Don't worry, Steph made it very clear he was quite handsome post-fight.
The ladies were chatting.
Yeah. She
Don't
goes,
worry
he's
about
actually really good looking. I'm like, yeah, is he? As I held a fucking plastic glove with ice on my shoulder. He's actually really good looking. I'm like, thanks.
She said that after the fight.
Yeah. She'd had a couple of shardies.
She's just trying to lighten the mood.
Pick a different subject then, kid.
Are we talking about the weather? Lovely weather we've been having.
Yeah, if you were at work and someone had taken her job, say she was going for a promotion at work and Sally got it. Sally's at 10. Yeah. Steph comes home, she goes, didn't get the promotion, Sally got it. I go, at least she's got stunning tits. How you reckon that'd fare, kids? Probably not fucking well.
I think you'd get the Groper treatment.
Yeah, double knockout.
But you're absolutely right. You know, the moment that you remark on a woman's beauty,
Oh, buddy.
you got a long day in the saddle.
Buddy.
Like, if I got around going to L's up, I've just seen the hottest fucking bird walking down the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when we were getting ready for the fight, she was in the Spa region with Emily Morgan, who you know well.
One of the greats, Em Morgan.
One of the greats. And the actor in one of the shows that she loves, Bump, just happened to be in there. To which Ella gets, and I hope I get this correct, the fanny flutters.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a ripper. Yeah.
And proceeds to have a pretty, a nice chat with him because he sort of.
Oh,
knows
is that
Emily.
right?
Yeah. So I go, how was your day? She's over the moon. Like, she's ecstatic
Yeah.
that she's met old mate.
Of course she has.
He's my favourite. He's so hot in the flesh. So nice, such a nice guy.
Oh, is he?
He wants to come to the fight. Do you reckon we can get him an extra ticket?
No, we cannot.
And I'm just thinking to myself, imagine if I'd gone for a spa,
Can't.
right? And prime Miranda Kerr's in there, showing it off. And she goes, Eddie, I actually love the podcast. We start chatting,
Yeah.
having a great time.
Yeah.
She's like flashing her eyelids at me.
Yeah.
What's that called?
The fluttering.
The fluttering.
The fluttering of the lids.
She's fluttering lids at me. And we're just having a great time. Little bit of arm touching.
yeah, there's accidental,
But
but
nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Because I don't fuck that way. I love my baby girl.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And so then I skip downstairs, loyal but excited.
Correct. You can be both.
Loyal but excited. And I'm skipping around going, you'll never guess who I ran into. Miranda Kerr. We had a great chat. Unbelievable. She's so funny. She's so cute. She's so hot and real person. How do you reckon that goes down?
Can I tell you exactly how I know it? Oh, shut the fuck up. You won't stop fucking talking about it. Like, get over it.
I know I'm ugly.
Yeah. Oh, what? So I'm just a fucking piece of shit. Why don't you just fucking marry her? It's like, no. That's how to remember, like, I knew, she knew she likes a podcast. Yeah, sure she does.
Yeah.
Mate, it's death. It's death. I heard,
And you're in it. You're in it for life.
yeah.
The moment Miranda comes up, you know you're getting turned to.
Yeah. Or it'd be like, Ned's mate. Oh, go on, tell him. Tell him what you did. It's so true, dude. I saw a video about this the other day. It was like the couple sitting on the couch and the bird's just like, oh my God, I fucking love him. He's so fuck, he's hot. Blah, blah, like fucking blah, 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 blah. You know, the girl just going off. And then it cuts to the bloke and like a chick comes on. And he's like, she's like, what? You like her? Better than me? Oh, you're a real piece of work.
Yeah.
You piece of fucking shit. Look, we should be allowed to express moderately what we think, but they don't need to know what we're thinking. That's the boys' time, isn't it? That's the boys' time to shine.
Well, okay, I'll give you the equivalent, right? I'll give you what the equivalent would be. See, women, I'm generalising here, but
That's what we like to do. Let's paint with a wide brush.
wide brush.
Let's tar everyone.
Let's tar the lot of you. It's very well known that a lot of women really enjoyed their Bridgerton.
Right, okay, yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And the main actor's the hottest thing ever.
Yep.
So hot.
Yep.
Sometimes I'll be sitting up, at night, Jarch, invoicing, tap, just working hard to make a living, to bring shelter from the rain.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You guys need to eat, remember?
Food on the table and all that.
Yeah, that's a
Out of the bedroom, what do I hear?
fanny flutter.
Softcore porn going on. They're basically just fucking hammering.
Are they? In Bridgerton.
Amongst other shows, Sex Life, all these shows,
Right,
they're just rooting the whole time. And they're happy. She's got it on fucking 60, 70 vol. just pumping. It's like, I go, what in the fuck's going on in there? It's fine because it's on Netflix. So
I'm
it's
not
okay.
joking. Every fucking show that Steph seems to watch when we're lying in bed, we watch separate shit because we don't like the same shit. I'll look over and someone's either sucking or fucking.
Always.
They love it.
Imagine if Ella's up working and I've just got,
Oh,
you know, I got you porn running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, yeah, correct.
Imagine if she watching a separate show. Look over, you're on Blacked.
Punters and Dribbles, we are brought to you by Neds. They are the betting platform of choice here at Hello Sport. Now you can follow along all of our bets in the About Even private group on the Neds app. You can also follow our profiles. As I've been saying, my civilian bets are where I seem to be doing my best work. My About Even bets starting to improve. I can feel myself starting to improve. I did hit 2 on the weekend.
After back-to-back triple staked losses.
The triple staked losses for unit scoopers have absolutely cut to fucking the Tiger King. I may never recover from this, but the civilian bets is where you can see me getting to my work, and that is on the profiles.
Good for you, Tommy. Ned's best in the business. Come join along. Join our About Even group if you'd like as well.
You mean, wow, Eddie, you're just repeating me now, are you?
I didn't hear you say that.
You just, where were you? Where were you?
Pixies.
Where were you, mate?
Pixies.
Full pixie stuff. So now you're just going to say, you're going to talk about the fucking profiles tab as well? You're going to talk about the About Even group? Yeah?
About Even group.
Yeah, how do you get in there?
That's what I said, Code Dribblers.
Oh, okay, there you go, good. Yeah. What's this ad for again?
Neds.
Ah, yeah, great point. Glad you're listening. Pixies. Pixie Simps. Shout out to Neds. We love you, Neds. We love you. Go Manly. You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Have you been following this Tim Naki bloke?
I went to him the other day and he follows me and I'm like, you sick cunt.
He follows you?
No
way.
Yeah. I followed him back.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He's gone on one of the great runs of all time.
I just have so much fucking respect for him.
Like, you talk about walking out to 3,000. Imagine putting... 4. Apologies.
That's okay. That's fine.
Sincere apologies to you, Jack.
That's fine. That's fine.
Could you imagine putting $100,000 on every day?
Well, Ned, we were in the casino over the weekend.
Yeah.
We were punting. Yeah. I put a $200 bet on Blackjack and lost it. And what did I do? I shook your hand and I went home. I shook your hand. I shook Tom's hand. And I said, that'll do me.
Yeah.
And I left. I left the casino.
You were all over the map on that Friday night. For context, punters and dribblers, we're sitting there. We might have told this on the Monday even. We're sitting there, we're playing blackjack, you know. Old mate to my left of me, he's not really talking, stressed, obviously, understandable. He's like playing, he goes, I'm just going to fucking sit out for a little bit. I'm just going to sit out for a second. Sits out one hand. And then comes back in.
Do you want to know my reasoning behind that?
No idea.
I'd gone win, loss, win, loss, win.
So there was method to the madness.
So I go, I'm going to sit this one out because I've gone win, loss, win, loss, win. That's a loss.
And then go hard.
Went back in, won. Then went hard with the big money and lost. So I literally went win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss out.
So you didn't listen to your own. See, that was almost an omen.
Fuck's sake.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
That was almost an omen.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to the Gold Coast a bit early. Went to the Cas by myself. Just to fucking play the pokes, have a fuck around on fucking roulette. Won about $800 straight up. I go, phew, this is good stuff, kid. Fucking put it all back through. Left down 200. Left down 200. Yeah. Not great. Post-fight, didn't end up going to the after party. Went back to the room because I had to have a shower, get my clothes on and stuff. Had a few whiskeys in the room with the boys, the mob.
Had to get your bearings.
Had to get my bearings straight. Went to the Cas. Madness in there.
Madness.
Madness. It was awesome.
It's almost underselling it.
It was the craziest. The craziest.
Mate, you didn't go to the after party.
I didn't.
It was a fucking massive room. Like, massive. Almost felt like an airport hangout. It was fucking huge.
Yeah.
Full of trendsetters.
Yeah.
Just like coast to coast.
The whole Gold Coast.
Fucking everywhere, bro.
Bro.
I came out of that weekend going, I now know why Knuckles is a rich cunt.
Yeah. Correct. Every one of them had a fucking Alpha Blokes hat on or a CTC hat on.
Every single one of them.
Every one of them.
Every single one of them.
I've never seen an audience so dedicated to the merch and shit. It's fucking impressive.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's got a CTC hat on.
People in the Gold Coast who just got up and didn't know nothing about this, would have just been walking around going, what the fuck is with all these cunts in these hats?
Everyone's got one on. Every single cunt.
It was madness.
Like, it was thongs and trucker hats.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Obviously not the after party, but around the Goldie.
Yeah. It fucking insanity. It was unbelievable. But it was fucking, yeah, that, I was just like, you know how I'm not a big clubman. I don't know if you are, you're more of a pubman.
I'm not a big clubman, no.
Nah, and I was like, I don't know if I can be fucked
Not
just
the right
screaming
whole
at
age
cunts.
of 33.
I became a pure pubman at 21.
I've been a
22.
clubman for a while.
Yeah, a long time. And I was
I like
don't know.
bailing son up in a corner and like screaming at him.
Yeah.
And
Yes, that
I can't get that if it's too loud.
you can't, buddy. Maybe we should take you to clubs more.
Yeah. That's my clubs are my kryptonite. Because then I'm competing with bass.
Yeah, you are. You are. And it's tough to beat.
It's hard. It's and you got big setups in there.
You
right?
do.
Big fucking subwoofers.
Like,
I see a subwoofer. Nah.
it's over.
Nah.
You're out.
Nah.
You like come for a durry, mate?
Down this alleyway?
7 durries later.
Yeah, this alleyway, mate.
But we did, so it was good, man. Like, it was fucking wild there in that casino, like, just crazy. And I got a bit of time with a couple of cunts. Ended up getting up about 1,500 on the pokes.
You go all right on the post.
I don't want to jinx myself, but I do actually not do bad on pokies.
Whereas I'm pure shit on the pokes.
I love buffalo.
Bill.
Big buffalo. The buffalo.
Oh, the
buffalo. So even me putting that money in, just to go back to Tim Naki, putting that sort of dough on.
Naki?
Naki?
Tim Naki, I believe.
Naki. It's wild. Now,
Because I feel...
do you think he's numb to it?
I don't know how you could be. Just because he started with 1,500. This is my understanding. Started with 1,500. He won like the first 7 bets. He's building it up. He's now done 80 days, I think it is. He's got 970,000, I think.
No, he's over $1 million now.
No, he's not.
He's
just short.
nine at the moment. After today's one, he's 970.
What the fuck, bro? I thought he hit a fucking $1 million.
He's got 1 million.
He's got 1 million followers.
Sorry.
Like in profit made,
He's got $970,000. I'm saying he started with $1,500.
Cunt, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But so if he doesn't strike me as a cunt who's just fucking drowning in coins, spending daddy's money. Like he's had a punt. He's gone on a run. That's why he's got so many followers, because it's such engaging content.
Correct.
Right? But I don't see how you couldn't be fucking shitting the biggest bricks of all time every time you play. And it would be a constant, because you get up, let's say you get up, you win, you're like, fucking oath, and you're probably on a high for an hour, and then I'm thinking about the next day.
100%.
Because wins don't, the high of a win does not
I hate losing more than I love
equal
winning.
the loss of, the pain of a loss. That hangs with you.
Yes.
More than fucking wins ever do, bro.
Dude, the win is so
fleeting.
true.
The win's fleeting.
Correct. It's a great fit. You're like, yes. It's like you use it all up in that big fucking, fuck, I just fucking won, cunt. That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Then once you got the money, it's there. It's like, yes, okay, cool. Now you just see me with that money.
Yeah.
When you lose it, you're just thinking like, I went in there with fucking $500 and now I don't have $500 fucking dollars. And it stays with you. I think that he's half fucked himself though, in the sense that he's a man that loves a punt. It's like playing fucking first grade rugby league.
Oh, so you what you're
Going
chasing?
back to club footy. Where he goes to the pokies and wins 300.
retiring early.
But do you think gamblers, like he's a gambling man?
Yes.
He's built for this shit.
He's obviously a gambling man.
He's a gambling man. Now, I would say that doesn't just dissipate after a fucking run like this. I dare say he can't go back to the RSL at home, chuck in 100 in the pokies, win 170, be pumped. Like you or I, Ned.
You couldn't possibly be.
Couldn't be.
Not when you're putting 110 grand down or 108 grand down like he put on today.
It's fucking. I think.
But also, what's the plan? Is he like?
I think he stops when he hits a milli.
He's got to.
You've done it for us.
You've got it.
You've given us entertainment.
Yep.
You've paid your debt to us.
Yep.
Whatever. There was no debt, but whatever you've done it.
Because otherwise,
Take the money and enjoy it.
otherwise, if you play forever, you'll lose it all.
100%.
Because the casino's got an edge.
Correct.
Because they
Santa's got an edge.
casino's got the edge. Because if you bust, and even if they would have busted, it doesn't matter. Like that's where their edge is. Whereas if you hit and then they bust, you get the money, but not the other way around.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So eventually, in the fullness of time, he would lose
Yes.
if he just kept playing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing.
Which is-
you would think.
You would think, which is why I think I think you're a good.
I think the punting gods, if I was to put myself in their shoes, I reckon they're going, let's give this Naki kid a milli of the best.
He struck a knuck.
But if he gets to the milli and goes, I want more, please, more.
If he goes full Oliver Twist on these motherfuckers, please, sir, can I have some more?
Yeah.
Is that the cunt's name? Oliver Twist?
More, please, sir.
Yeah. Please, sir, can I have some more? Yeah, they're going to go, oh, we're taking now, kid. You hit that milli, you fade into obscurity and you enjoy your $1 million.
You got to be a strong-willed cunt. I completely agree with that because you could fall into the trap of going, maybe I'll just take 100 out of that million. I've still got 900 left.
I can't. That is how my brain works. You know, I'd be like, whatever. I didn't have this before. You know, when I walked out with that 800 gone, I said I didn't even have it. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And so I just was like, but I also enjoy the experience. I was like, well, it was money I didn't have. I enjoyed the experience.
But you're not a big gambler.
No.
So
I love a punt. I do love a punt. But I'm not a huge, I'm a once a week kind of a guy. You know? Yeah. I'm a once a week kind of a guy, usually on the jooks.
yeah,
If I go to the pub, might slip some through the pokies. Maybe. But that's a few whiskeys deep. Okay? I'm lubed up. I'm feeling free.
you're a lubed up punter.
I'm a lubed up punter. Okay? So putting something on of that magnitude to me is incomprehensible.
And to all those people out there saying it's fucking fake, I'm like,
How the fuck is that? Are there people
fake?
saying that?
of course they are.
But it's
People
the
say all
internet.
kinds. They're like, oh, mate, that reaction's not fucking. I'm like, because he's been doing it for 80 days.
Mate,
Like,
people are saying that I fucking threw the fight and stuff. It wasn't real and all that. So fucking
way.
shut up. It was real, guys. Don't put that out there that was all fake. And
there are actually people out there that are saying that you're betting on yourself.
that I was betting on myself.
Betting on yourself to lose. Betting on Groper.
Well, of course there would be. Of course there would be. But how did that surely that is illegal. And also,
Listen, I heard a story about two blokes who I can't remember their names, but they had great heads of hair. And they were telling me that they tried to put a fucking fair bit more than they'd put on, and there was no liquidity in the market, so you couldn't put on...
you couldn't put on
that
big
much.
punts.
You couldn't put on big punts, no. That's what two blokes told me.
Probably, yeah. That makes sense. Because this whole Ryan Garcia thing, how he pulled the fucking Swifty on everyone.
Well, fucking how about that cunt? He bet $2 million on himself. There's not many sports in the world where you can bet on yourself.
That's what I was, yeah, I know.
UFC, you can't. Like, You can't obviously in rugby league or AFL or any of that shit.
I won $500 on him.
But
I put money on him to knock down Haney.
He put $2 million on himself at $12. No, sorry, $2 million on himself at $12.
That's $6.
$6 to
$6, $12 million.
Fuck, I'm all over the map.
Yeah, okay. Did you get hit by Grover?
Well, I bore it emotionally.
Oh, can I tell you? I've already told you this. But as soon as I got fucking rocked and got back up, I was talking to the ref, and literally the second thing I thought when the shoulder was out, because I'm like, it's the shoulder's out, it's done. Like I can't fight. As soon as the first thing I thought was, I fucked the boys multi.
Yeah, those other boys, you know.
Those other fellas, like all those cunts before I was talking to. I was like, because these cunts came up to me and were like, we've put a multi on. I was like, oh, fuck the boys. Yeah, those fellas. Yeah.
Yeah, but that shows that you're a good bloke and a kind mate and a friend.
Well, it just was annoying. I was like, fuck.
But did you ever think about entertaining some Ryan Garcia tactics? Because
mate,
what a show he put on. Devin Haney had never been beaten, never been dropped. He pretended to be as mad as a fucking cut snake. He's like pretending to drink a beer and shit. It was just apple juice.
Yeah,
like
soda water. But then again, I'm like, I think he's still a little crazy because he's bringing that whole kids thing into it. I'm like, that's weird, buddy, if that was for show. Do you know what I'm saying?
Have you seen him talking to Jake Paul, though, after he sculled the beer and was like weird?
Yes.
He seems so normal.
Oh, it's fucking, yeah, I know. I
don't know what to
I still think there's a bit of craziness to him, but I think maybe he's ramped it up. It's fucking genius.
I know he's had time off for mental health stuff.
He has.
Maybe where there's smoke, there's fire, potentially.
Yeah. But maybe it just wasn't to the extent that I think it's fucking genius if he's
if the whole thing was manufactured, which I think it was, that's chess not checkers.
It's chess not checkers because everyone was like, let's watch the downfall of Ryan Garcia in this fight. Let's watch this can't get smoked.
And David Haney clearly was like, this guy's insane.
Yeah.
I'm going to pump him.
Yeah. Can I say something as well? Devin Haney kind of looks like a toddler that's been supersized. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Have you watched interviews with him and he's like, sit there, and I'm like, I know what you would have looked like at 3 years old because I think you've just stayed the same.
Yeah, you look exactly the same.
The same.
You've just got bigger.
Can we look at Devin Haney as a toddler? Is there anything on the fucking internet?
Yeah, there's a photo of him here with Mayweather when he's a kid.
Okay.
If you bear with me.
I will bear with you.
Consider yourself bared with.
Tops, if you could just sit over there and just consider yourself completely bared with, then that makes me happy. I don't know about you.
Completely bared with.
Here
we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that was taken, last week before the fight? Look at the cunt.
Look at him there and then compare to him on the left.
He's exactly the same. That's the same dude.
That's the same bloke.
I look different as a toddler than I do now.
See, look, even there.
That's him as a teenager.
Yeah, bro.
He looks the same the whole way up.
same.
He's going to age real well.
Real well. Black don't crack.
He's going to look fucking 30 when he's 90, the cunt.
Dude, have you seen fucking Nas?
No.
Look at Shaq.
Shaq looks good.
God. What about, tell you who hasn't cracked? Seinfeld. He's 70.
Jerry.
Have you seen his most recent interview?
Get Jerry up.
At 70 years old?
I didn't know he was 70.
Neither did I.
He's doing this by.
He's got that new movie coming out, that Unfrosted thing about Pop-Tarts coming out. Looks funny.
What's that?
It's about the invention of the Pop-Tart.
The invention of the Pop-Tart.
It was like there was a
Can
battle.
I tell you something?
Yeah.
As we sit here, a couple of old mates chewing the fat.
Be careful.
I don't know what the fuck a Pop-Tart is.
Jesus Christ, Ned. They're fucking lit.
I've never eaten one.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
I bought a box of them.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I bought a box of them 3 weeks ago.
You bought a box of Pop-Tarts.
I went down to the local servo and they had Pop-Tarts.
I thought that was Yank stuff.
It is Yank stuff. The servo's got Pop-Tarts. Kid bought some.
What is a Pop-Tart?
It is essentially like a soft biscuity kind of thing that's got gooey shit in the middle of it and icing on top of it. You put them in a toaster, get them nice and hot, and enjoy them.
So like,
Get some Pop
Like
Tarts.
two layers of pastry with
you'd
like
be a Pop-Tart guy.
filling in the middle. No, surprisingly not actually.
Wow.
That's
Get
okay.
Sebo-
Sebo
Sebo's
likes
Pop
Pop-Tarts.
Tarts.
Sebo's a Pop-Tart kid.
He's a Pop Tart kid.
So that one probably.
There we go.
explains it
I bought the
best.
chocolate ones the other day. You can get
So
cinnamon.
what the fuck's in the middle of that thing? That's
Like-
not mince in there, is it?
Not mince butter,
No, like
but
a
it's
jam.
a gooey brand, a chocolate, a fudge.
They have all different flavors. I went to the store in New York. It was
Chocolate
3 levels
Pop-Tarts?
of Pop-Tarts.
And
Dude.
you put them in the
Bung them in the toaster.
You bang them in the toaster, do you?
Bung them in the toaster. There's cinnamon brown sugar. You got your strawberries. You got your chocolates. They're fucking good, bruh. I'm all about them.
And the pop, is that the popping up of the toaster?
You're popping that little tart.
Not to be misconstrued with a snap, crackle, pop, which is what rice bowls do in your mouth when you chew them.
That is correct. They do.
And they also make that noise in milk as they lay marinating in the bowl.
Which is a fucking tremendously nostalgic. What's the last bowl of rice bubbles you had? I reckon mine was dead set fucking fair dinkum 17 years ago.
Can I be honest with you? Mine wouldn't have been. I've been known, not recently.
You've been known to browse with the bubbles.
Listen, if I'm up the IGA,
Yeah. Okay, paint the picture.
up the IGA, or down the metro. I haven't been down the metro doing this, but I've certainly been up the IGA doing it when I was over at Ella's parents' place. Maybe I'll walk past the cereal aisle and just see a couple of young rice bubble Indians. You know the little blokes there
Dude, that's snap, crackle, and pop. Yeah. I didn't know. Well,
winking at me.
yeah.
Go and put me in the basket, bro. Just a little box, and I'll whack them in. Bit of full cream,
Winking at you like
bit of mother's milk in there.
a Duran doggy. Just winking at you.
Just winking at you.
And you'll purchase them.
Yeah. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
And this goes out to all the punters and all of the dribbles.
Ah, I see.
Dribblers.
Yeah.
Afternoon cereal with a fucking cold bottle of milk is unbelievable.
I can see it.
Cornflakes, rice bubbles, Nutri-Grain, but not too much, quite sugary.
If you say porridge, I'll knock you out.
Did I say porridge?
I know. I've discussed this before, and porridge.
Did I say porridge?
Porridge. You did.
Cornflakes,
Yep.
rice bubbles,
Yep.
Nutri-Grain maybe, but it's quite sugary. Maybe some Special K.
See, I'm different to you, buddy. I'd only purchase the more sugary cereals as a treat to enjoy.
Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops, your Fruit Loops.
I don't like Fruit Loops. Love Cocoa Pops. Love.
Never liked a Fruit Loop?
No.
Bizarre. My favourite. I'll drink the milk afterwards, let it marinate. Get that milk nice and fruity
Yeah.
and drink that shit.
Yeah. My love affair with Cocoa Pops started, though, on family trips to Bathurst, to Cobar, Canberra if we're feeling real ritzy.
Well, if you're getting fancy, you go to Canberra.
Yeah.
Preferably Cobar, just for financial reasons.
You know, we went on, long weekends to Safala, just outside of Bathurst.
Good.
Stayed at the Gold Panner.
Can I presume that Papa Simpson's running these shows? Yeah.
Stay at the Gold Panner. That's the big fucker. Pan a bit of gold on the outskirts of Kelso there.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know. No, well.
And as the older brother, Jarchy, as the big kahuna out of the Simpson siblings,
clan.
I'd jump all over that box of Cocoa Pops in the travel pack.
Buddy, I was going to say to you,
And there
as
was
older brother,
no
did you-
Fruit Loops in the travel pack.
there was a travel pack with the Fruit Loops in them, but it was a rarity. You'd get the Cocoa Pops.
You never saw them.
You'd get the blue. What was the ones as well? They're like cornflakes, but they're sweeter.
With the tiger.
Frosted Flakes?
Frosted
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. Your Cocoa Pops, your Frosted Flakes. You get your Special K, your Rice Bubbles, your
Cornflakes.
Sultana brand.
Oh.
Or Sustain.
Nah, Sultana brand.
Remember Sustain?
Nah. There was All Brand, but that was for like old people that
All
needed
brand.
shit.
Yeah, correct. I didn't mind All brand.
I like Sultana brand. Sultana brand's mad. The good sultanas in there.
Yeah, they were honestly my favorite cereal. You know those little fuckers, the little wheat biscuit things with the fruit in them, the chewy fruit stuff in them. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like
You used to be able to get them with chocolate in them.
good. Yes, in them. They were they were legit.
Fruity Bites?
Get up Fruity Bites, bro, because Fruity Bites were fucking legit, bro. They were a good cereal and a rarity. I love that our parents tried to stop us. Mum and Dad never used to buy us these cereals because they're like too much sugar.
Oh, we never, mate. We were like, it was special occasions only if we're getting this shit.
Fruity Bites, bruh. Unbelievable stuff. But special occasions. But Mum and Dad, so we have Wheat Bix, your fucking rice bubbles, all that plain shit. We'd put Nesquik with the rice bubbles to make them fucking Cocoa Pops, sugar. And when it was porridge or Wheat Bix, what do you think we did?
Sugar, brown sugar.
Pouring fucking white sugar all over them.
It would be brown sugar for porridge.
Brown sugar for porridge, of course. I'm not a serial killer.
Not a serial killer.
That's right.
I was never allowed Cocoa Pops on a regular basis. I wasn't allowed Dunkaroos on a regular basis. I wasn't allowed roll-ups on a regular basis. Shapes, Tiny Teddies, etc. were play on. They were play on. Jack Edward. But the real sugary stuff was a fucking no-go.
Yeah. Oh, we got Dunkaroo. It was, for some reason, Mum had a real gripe about cereals.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm going to allow it. We happy with that, boys? Yeah. Okay, yes.
You're a Walker kid.
I'm a good old-fashioned Walker kid.
Gets cold there, doesn't it?
Does get chilly.
Gets cold in Dubbo too. Not as cold as Walker, but she get cold. Now, we're coming into winter. I'll tell you what winter looked like in Simpson residence.
Oh, I like this. Paint me a picture.
You get out the shower.
Yeah.
One shower. 5 of us. Fucking tiny. And she's frigid.
Oh, yeah.
Frost territory, -2.
Yeah. Good stuff.
You've already got your fucking PJs and your dressing gown laid out next to the fire. You get out the shower and you fucking sprint, boy. You sprint.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the house is fucking freezing. There's no heat.
You don't have oil.
Heated heat, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just like head to the fire and fucking get there quick.
I agree.
Before you freeze on the way there.
Correct.
You get there. This is the morning. You probably get back into your flannelettes and your dressing gown. Slip the slippers on.
Yeah.
Turn up the air on the fire. Let the ambers come back to life.
Yeah,
and just load her up. You've already cut a bit of wood out the back. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
A bit of kindling.
Yeah.
Into a bit of thick stuff.
Yeah.
Into a bit of thicker stuff.
Yeah.
You look outside. Bit of frost.
Pure whiteness.
Maybe a little bit of fog. And you think to yourself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a couple of fucking Wheat Bix into a bowl, a bit of milk, throw them in the microwave.
That is exactly. It was fucking awesome. That is. I'm so glad that's where you went with it. That is exactly. And boy, you better be careful because those things can heat the fuck up. Holy.
Oh, you have to get your numbers right.
You got to get your numbers right. Otherwise, you are fucked.
I don't remember going beyond a minute.
I don't.
I'm pushing my memory to the limit. Maybe it was
So
a
am
minute
I.
10,
I
something
wouldn't
like
know.
that.
I wouldn't know. But I think a minute, beyond a minute, would have been fucking bubbles. They'd be bubbling. They'd be wheat bubbles.
Oh, she'd be bubbling.
You boiled the Bix.
Oh, you boiled your Bix.
You boiled your Bix again, kid.
And now you're in big trouble.
Bro, that.
I forgot my Singo as well.
Yeah. Like you gotta.
Me chesty bonds.
Yeah. Chesty bun singlet. One eye going this way, the other that way. You're happy as Larry. You got your slippers on. You're fucking. You're gowned up. The heat's, the fire's working. It's magic.
Can I tell you an embarrassing?
Little hot chocolate.
I'll tell you an embarrassing story.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Just because it's come to my memory. Apology to mum, but it's got to be told. It's important I get this off my chest.
Please do, mate. This is a safe space.
Winter's Morn. Boy's becoming a man.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Got me flannelettes on.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So
Got me
that-
dressing gown on.
Yeah.
I'm out in the sunroom, we used to call it. Freezing cold. Just had me bloody heated up Wheat Bix.
You're content.
Yeah. Probably 12, 13. Mum's gone, Ed, Jesus Christ. I go, what? And I look down. The old fella.
No.
Has wriggled through the flannelette pants opening and then through the dressing gown.
Cunt couldn't breathe.
Really enjoyed that Wheat Bix.
Yeah, fuck you, that was good. Just good Wheat Bix, mum. Holy shit. Fully erect.
Got me excited.
Fully erect. And he just slipped.
He slipped.
He goes, fuck me, that fucking smells good. What are you cooking up? I'll have a peek. Takes his eye patch off.
Dressing gowns are thick.
They're, well, say something else, kid. Not just dressing gowns that are thick in that Simpson household. All right. You cock. Cock.
So what do you do when that happens to you about 12, 13 years old?
You got to start cranking.
I was going to say bury your head in the pillow, but
It depends which head. Brother, what did you do?
I buried my head in the pillow.
Fuck, my boy.
So embarrassed.
That is fucking...
So embarrassed.
Bruh.
Just like an NRB out of nowhere.
Oh, NRB.
Just fucked me.
Look,
And you know, and they'll just like, they go off when you're young.
to all the women punters or dribblers, you look, an NRB, because you won't understand it.
It'll make no sense.
It'll make no like, you could be doing fucking sheep work, especially if you're a Kiwi.
Yeah.
And you'll just suddenly be fully erect. And you're just going, I don't know whether it was my dad yelling at me, or the look that you just gave me. But there's something that's that.
Well, but see, listen, if you're Kiwi or at least half Kiwi, then maybe that explains it. But generally speaking, what the NRB represents is a no reason boner, which means no reason at all.
Sorry for not explaining.
So it'll just come up.
It just literally just there.
For no reason at all.
It's just there.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't even know.
You clearly,
Especially if you've got loose fitting clothing.
oh, I certainly hope you weren't aware of yours. If you were, makes the story way worse.
Makes it weirder.
You don't. Yeah, it's a lot of time. It's one of the most bizarre phenomenons growing up as a teenage boy.
Yeah.
It's just the NRB. It'll come from absolutely no. You could be doing whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. And it's, you know, and then it's learning how to deal with it. You know, it's working out. Working out ways to manage it. Waistband's your friend.
Look,
the waistband's your friend.
The waistband is your friend. Also, I made one of my best mates who was always with me. I made him carry a recorder, a little, and he'd cobra that shit back into my pants. He'd have to play a little tune. I'd go,
Who would do that?
Ed Liston.
Would he?
Yeah, he's good on the recorder.
Is that
So
right?
he'd play the Harry Potter theme tune.
Yep.
You know, the Harry Potter theme song. And I'd go, mate, we're about to walk into assembly. I'm fully erect. We dock off around a corner. He'd play the recorder. He'd just weave that thing back into my pants. Weave it down. It's like controlling a beast.
Are recorders, were they just for...
Like Povo flutes.
Were they for... I know what they are.
All right.
I was about to muse.
Okay, sorry.
I was about to muse.
So please continue.
Are they...
Yeah.
I'll acknowledge they are the bogan flute, but were they introduced into regional schools only?
Is this like Cob Loaf?
Like, or did rich cunts? Did rich cunts?
Did rich cunts have recorders?
Did you have recorders in the school?
Well, let's ask Will.
I don't
Will?
think I did.
Yeah, no, we had him down a barrel.
You did?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a
Okay,
Cob
it's
Loaf
not
thing.
it's not a Cob Loaf thing.
Have you heard our Cob Loaf? Do you know what Cob Loaf is?
Yeah. I know what Cob Loaf is.
But I think that's because it's been discussed many a time in our friendship group. Were you
There you
aware
go.
of Cob Loaf pre us?
We had to play recorder when we were young in our silver shoes. It didn't actually work in any other set of shoes.
They were literally silver.
Yeah. And I actually never held the recorder myself. I had somebody holding it for me.
Jeeves.
Yes, and Jeeves, yeah, smart.
But so just about recorders, they were fucking weird as shit. But we have Jarchy and I don't know if I've ever spoken about this on the podcast. We have long mused that much like the Red Rooster line divides a city, Cob Loaf divides classes.
Please know, we've also put this to the test.
Like
We've done field research.
We did field research at a wedding, and we asked every cunt there, have you heard of Cob Loaf? Yes or no? If they'd heard of it, it's because they're from a regional centre or they're a bit low social, like middle class and lower.
Correct.
Or at least
Correct.
middle class but regional and lower. Does
Correct.
that make sense?
It does.
If you were Highlands born or fucking from the east or like went to a nice school from birth all the way up, or you're fucking from like Manly or something, these cunts had never heard of Cob
Never
Loaf.
heard of Cob Loaf. It actually blew my fucking mind because it is so grouse and such a staple part of growing up. I didn't know that not everyone fucked with Cob Loaf. And I actually, when we were conducting
shocked us.
when we were conducting the field research, these scientific tests.
Have you heard of Cob Loaf?
Yeah.
Do you eat it though?
Yes.
There you
I
go.
love
It's
that
had a
Tops.
resurgence in the past few years.
They used to
I'd
call
say.
him Tobby Tob Loaf.
How do you think I got these titties, boy?
Correct.
He's a Cob Loaf kid.
He's a Cob Loaf kid, but it bemused
But
me.
so, where are you from? I'm from Bronte. No Cob Loaf. I'm from Vaucluse.
And
No Cob
They
Loaf.
truly had no
Crazy.
idea.
Double Bay. No Cob
Cob
Loaf. Cobart. Cob Loaf.
Cob Loaf.
Cob Loaf fucking till the
Cob
cows
Loaf.
come home.
Yeah.
You
You
know
see, if you see a man in a tuxedo and brown boots, he knows what Cob Loaf is.
Oh yeah, and loves it.
But it is one of the great.
Like when the loaf comes out, you're laughing. When the loaf comes out, you're laughing.
Because the best thing about it is it's actually the apparatus is edible.
The whole thing
It's fucking
is made to be consumed.
It's fucking unreal.
You're breaking off beautiful,
crispy bread,
oven ready,
Oh.
oven toasted bread,
Come
and you're
now.
just dipping it into hot cheese
Oh,
and fucking bacon and onion and all kinds of
Yeah,
shit.
the French onion mix.
French
with
onion.
the
it's-
spinach.
a
that
spinach.
is
Oh, it's
Bit of
a
personal
spinach in
favourite.
there. You know, you can cob and you can loaf however you want.
you can customize the cob to
So-
your heart's content.
It's like a white trash clam chowder.
Correct.
What the fuck is clam chowder?
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like a seafood
Is
clam
it?
dish that's made into a hollowed out bit of bread.
Do you know I'm on a seafood diet?
At the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I see food and it's fish, I eat it. It's a seafood diet. But the Cob Loaf is
Not your best.
it's a Norm Macdonald classic.
Yeah. But you're not Norm.
Correct. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Nowhere near Norm.
That was bold. That was particularly bold, even by your low standards.
Oh, it's good, healthy stuff.
So clam chowder is essentially Cob Loaf for rich cunts.
It's
that
basically
what I'm hearing?
cream with like onion, celery, potatoes, carrots, and
I
clams.
thought it was like a seafood mince thing.
I've never had clam chowder.
Neither have I.
neither.
I've always heard it in American movies.
Hey,
Like
clam
it was the clam chowder.
You know how our Butterman?
Yes. Oh, I do.
Our snooty Butterman.
Yeah.
He reminds me of someone that'd eat clam chowder.
Yeah. Yes. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm completely with you.
Yeah.
Love our snotty little butter man.
Oh God, he's good, dude.
God, he's good.
Pepe's Pepe Sayers.
Ed.
Pepe Sayer? Something like that. He's snooty as fuck, that cunt. And he creates and makes one of the great butters.
Oh, Codes. You are you aware of the loaf? Yeah, the Cob Loaf. Big Cob Loaf family? Yeah. Fuck, that's good stuff.
Can I ask you something?
You may.
Growing up,
Yeah.
Marge or butter?
You know, I think my folks, there was always both. But we did have a lot of margarine. And
What the fuck is margarine? I didn't eat
fucking
butter
flour
until
seeds or
like
some
recently.
Yeah, but we were just I think it was
For the last
mostly
10 years,
Marge.
maybe butter. Before that was Marge.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
I don't know what margarine is.
I think it's canola oil.
Canola.
Yeah, from vegetable oil or like animal fats.
Must have
Back
been
in the
cheaper.
day.
It definitely was. But I also think they were spinning the yarn that, yeah, because remember us growing up, mate, we grew up with our, not us having to give a fuck about it, but our parents. A lot of diet stuff. So there was always the diet yogurts, the low-fat fucking butter.
Fat
the
was your enemy.
Low fat.
That was when
Mine.
This was when Big Sugar went on its great tirade and they did though. And they started going, sugar's fucking, no dramas with sugar, no problem with sugar. Fat's the enemy.
Yeah.
So everything was diet, everything's
Yes.
low fat, everything's like, and there's fat and butter. That's probably why Marge got a run.
100%.
That's pretty bang on. It's like margarine is a blend of oils that are made from mainly unsaturated fats.
There you go,
And
dude.
so it was seen as a healthier option.
Saturated fats were considered the devil.
Yeah. I still in my brain think they are, but I know that they're not.
Yeah. Sugar's like
It
evil.
was drilled into us.
Yeah.
Saturated fats.
Sugar's the cunt.
Yeah. But the fucking crazy, it was actually crazy how well marketing and shit worked back then because Nutrigrain marketing, what'd you see?
Iron Man.
Yeah, you did, bud. You saw fit cunts, tanned, hot,
Rip cunts.
ripped cunts,
So you
winning
said,
races. So guess what we could eat? Nutrigrain. I reckon if you turn those boxes around, Cocoa Pops and Nutrigrain probably a similar sugar content.
They would. Nutrigrain is basically all sugar. It's. Hey?
Bro, I remember when Macca's implemented wraps into their fucking menu. And all these fat cunts would go to Macca's and just deep throat fucking wraps. They go, it's a Caesar wrap, mate. Wraps are fucking good for you. I'm like, not 20 of them, and probably not. But because a wrap was considered healthier than a burger.
I don't know. Can Nutrigrain, but I don't watch TV anymore in the same way that you could
used
only
to.
ever watch free to wear. At least we didn't have Australia and that crap. So
Yeah.
you would just get pounded by ads. And Nutrigrain ads were so prevalent, and they made you think that if you wanted to be a fucking fit cunt that did Ironmans, you had to eat Nutrigrain.
100%.
Also, back in the day, every single Disney movie that came out would pair a toy with a Happy Meal. So I'd be in at Macca's once a week getting those toys, bro. Because if
What,
you didn't have those
post-
toys, you couldn't have them in the playground. If you didn't have them in the
Post-soccer?
playground, you were a fucking loser.
You're a fucking loser. Post-soccer? That post-soccer Happy Meal?
Friday night, takeaway night. Bang.
Fuck, that's living. See, we didn't have that shit. Too small.
Too small.
We,
But did you get like Chinese or anything or nah?
mate, we used to get, I remember like once maybe every few months, maybe once every 3 months, we'd get like a lunch order at school where you could do it because we'd
When you
always
wrote on the bag.
wrote on the back. Can't. When I tell you those were the happiest days of my life, I'm not gammon.
Nah.
Getting that lunch order, I was
bro.
like, it was just like a heated up chicken, a chicky burg essentially. Chicky burg
Yeah.
with like a fucking some chips or some shit. Heaven.
Or would you get chips?
Something like that.
We used to get like little chicken. I'm trying to remember, like little chicken drumsticks, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Little wings, and then you get like a chocky milk and maybe a little chocky ice cream dessert or something.
Oh.
But then you'd lip down there in the morning to the cafeteria. What were they called?
Canteens.
Canteen. $1.50, slide it over, and then at lunchtime you just get the most decadent meal.
Wouldn't you? Lived like a king.
Like a king, cunt.
And I remember used to feel like I was like on top of the world because I was getting a lunch order and when the other kids weren't, you know what I mean?
Bruh.
Because I was always that fucker that wasn't getting
Mate,
them.
lunch orders were fucking unbelievable. I'd never get them either. But when you did, in that little brown bag,
Mate, it wasn't a just living.
And you'd write on it what you wanted?
Yeah. Yeah. There's something special about that.
Are they still doing that, you reckon? Surely. But schools have changed. You can't have
apple slices
unhealthy. You
and
can't
shit.
have unhealthy shit anymore.
Nah, they're all getting apple slices and shit. Probably
Apple
good.
slices.
You know what I mean?
Can you even have that?
Surely. That's what they do at Macca's
Pretty
now.
fucking. They're pretty. I think they're pretty healthy now.
What's an apple, bruh? An apple?
Oh, apple slices. I was thinking apple pie, man.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Apple slices.
Sorry. I was thinking in my head apple pie.
But also one of the great. It's a travesty that this doesn't exist anymore. I've been to some places where it's relatively similar and it's fucking nostalgic and beautiful. If Mum worked a few jobs, so she'd work part time in a fucking a clothes shop some days. We'd go into the clothes shop post school because obviously we were on the farm, so we could just walk from school to the clothes shop if she was working there. Otherwise, we get the bus to the farm. She wanted us to fuck off out of the shop because we're annoying. $2. We walk 40 metres down the street to the takeaway, the Walker takeaway. $2 worth of chips. Cunt, we needed a fucking wagon to drag it out. She'd get the fucking newspaper or the big bits of paper. She'd fill it up with chips, wrap it up, sticky tape it, hand me the thing of chips, and I'd take it. And it was like the size of the breadth of my arms for $2.
Mate,
well, you couldn't finish them.
Mate, it was the same thing leaving.
You couldn't finish
it.
them.
It was the same thing leaving South Dubbo High School, right? You'd go up Jubilee Street, you'd nip in there, just up the road from where my grandma used to live, and you'd go, I got a fresh $2 here with your name on it, Sharon. I want 4 kilograms of your finest chips.
Correct.
And I want them fucking drowning in chicken salt. I want them begging for relief.
And do you know what Sharon would say to you? She'd go, no worries, darling. What are you spending the other $1.50 on?
And then Sharon, after using what must have been enough potatoes to fucking feed half of Ireland, is chopped up and thrown into a big bath of oil.
Oh.
She proceeds to get out 10 separate pieces of paper and just wrap the cunt out of it.
Fuck me dead.
It'd be this big, and you'd be fucking ripping for half an hour just to get down to the good stuff.
My mum,
Jeez, they used to wrap the cunts out of them.
I took them back to my mother once and she said I didn't realise we were playing a game of pass the fucking parcel. Layer after layer. Not a treat in sight till you get to that golden nugget, that mound of beautifully crispy potatoes.
Remember how yellow they were?
Oh, like having a fucking...
That must have been canola oil.
It was like having 400 Simpsons dicks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Those chips, I can only assume is what Homer Simpson's cock looks like.
Yep.
Long, thin and yellow.
Yep.
And just delicious.
Tell you the only thing that beats that.
What?
Oi, Shazza.
Yeah, hit me, Sharon.
Throwing a couple of scallops for your
Oh, I'm still partial to it. The hot box in Walker.
It wasn't until...
Fuck, they're good.
It wasn't until I'm not even fucking around. Probably no earlier than 2016 did I realise that scallops
not them.
were not potato scallops.
Same. I just thought that was scallops. Some cunt was like, they live in the ocean. I'm like, they'd get soggy, cunt. It's potatoes.
No,
Not a chance, buddy.
No, they don't.
No, I think you'll find
I think you'll find they're basically a hash brown.
they are.
But instead of mushing the potato up, it's just sliced potato.
Can I be honest with you? I'm still not 100% on what an actual scallop is. The ocean one.
I don't know.
I know that they exist in the. I don't know what they.
I know they come in like big. I know that they're served in big shells, and you just suck them out, and they usually got nice juice in them. But I don't know if that's where they come from.
Actually, what they look like. Can we have a look at one?
I know what they look like. I don't know where they grow.
So you think it might be a decorative shell potentially?
Yes.
Because I was with you, mate. I thought that potato scallops was just scallops.
Yep.
Always been confused by scallops and scallops too. Never knew scallop. You know what I mean?
I call them scallops. I've got no time for scallops.
Yeah. That sounds like stingy people. Oh, he's a fucking scallop, mate. That family, they're fucking scallops. But yeah, the Walker. Can we get a photo of an actual scallop up, please? Okay.
So
they do come
that's
in
what
those
That's what I
shells.
have. I don't mind a scallop out of that. Now that I've become,
they do come in those
with
shells.
them.
What do they taste like then?
They'll put like nice like
Like a balsamic or something on it.
Hey,
Like a balsamic or something.
Yeah, not quite a balsamic, but yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Sauce them up.
Yeah, they'll sauce them up. Yeah,
And are they good?
and I like them. Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't think I'll give you that tip though. If you've come looking for a potato scallop from the Dubbo Indoor Sports Centre,
Yeah.
covered head to toe in chicken salt,
Yeah.
you're not going to be happy
Yeah, okay.
with a real scallop.
Right, you've got to come with your expectations lowered.
You've basically got to just get rid of potato scallop out of your head altogether.
Gotcha.
Because if you come in with those sort of expectations, they're not going to be met.
I see.
No way.
So just forget everything.
They're not the same thing. To the point, Jack, where I'll be honest with you, I've spent some time
Postulating why they're even called scallops.
why the fuck they're called potato scallops.
'Cause
Like
they-
Ella's like, it makes fuck all sense.
Because they also don't really look like them.
They don't look anything alike.
I think it's actually because of the way they're cut.
Really?
From their
So if you
cut
cut
shape.
potato that way, it's called a scallop cut.
Or you scallop a potato by cutting like a thick part of it.
Okay. We were learning, aren't we?
Or it's the shape of the slice.
We've all come here to learn, and we're learning.
The Canberra hot box is one of the best hot boxes out there. But I tell you what what puts a flame to it. The Walker fucking, I think it's an Ampol now, not a fucking Caltex. Hot box there. Buddy. Fuck, it's good.
What are you working with?
You walk in there, right? They've also got a menu. I haven't ordered off the menu yet, where you got your burgers and your fries and shit. I haven't done that yet. I've usually just sucked off the hot box. They've got like your drumsticks, right? Your fried chicken, your drumsticks, all that sort of stuff. Really good stuff. Got your potato scallops. They're great. You got your Chico rolls, your Springies. NTDS, never turn out. NTDAS. What's that?
Never turn down a spring.
Never turn down a Springy. So I'm always getting a couple of Springies.
You never trust a man that turns down a spring.
Nah, you don't.
That's honestly, that's how I've lived my life
Yeah.
to this point.
I'd never trust a man that turned down a Springy. If you're turning down Springies, you're a sus to me. You're a sus cunt. They've got your regular chicken tenders. They're delightful.
I love
You've
chicken
also got
tenders.
your salt and vinegar chicken tenders. Okay. You got your salt and vinegar chicken tenders. You get one of each, or if you're feeling fancy, a couple of each. You're in for a good car trip. Put on a nice podcast, heading back to Sydney. The depression slightly lifts.
Oh, it dissipates.
It dissipates.
The hot box, chicky tans, hot chippies,
Chico rolls.
Chico rolls, scully.
Scullies, salt and vinegar tendies, your fried chicken, your drumsticks. You fucking kid. And when she says, would you like me to just shower this with chicken salt? Like a terrorist showers an envelope with anthrax. I say to her,
Yes, please.
I say, yes, please. I say,
Fracks me up.
I say, thrax. I say act like you're trying to pretend like that's an envelope you want to take out 1/3 of the Pentagon with. All right? Thracks me up. Okay. I want to be coughing and spluttering on the way back to this shithole city. All right? I want to feel fucking ill for 3/4 of the trip. Yeah. You thracks me up.
Listen, if I don't get back to Sydney with a cholesterol problem, you've not done your job. I need these arteries clogged.
Clogged. I need my arteries opposite to what my fucking poo pipe is going to be. I need to be shitting water when I get back.
Yeah.
And I need that artery nice and clogged up. Cute, Cheryl. You thought I was going for the triple bypass. Make it a quadruple. Kid wants this rib cage ripped right open, baby. Okay. Thracks me up. Okay.
Thracks me up, buttercup. Have I made myself clear? Now jog on.
Now jog on. Thracks me up, buttercup feels real right.
Punters and dribblers, there's 2 days left to be in the chance to play golf. Be in with the chance to play golf at Shorty's with myself and Eddie. Buy a 6-pack of Big Day Rosé at hellosport.shop. You will go in the running. We picked 2 winners from the month of April. But what are we doing month of May? Because we are working our way through the remainder of the most recent vintage. Got a couple left that we want to get rid of before we then turn all of our attention to the end of the year.
Just feeling generous, Tom.
We're feeling generous, and it's sale time.
We just thought, fuck it. If you buy a case and you use the code Manly, you get $50 off the case. If you buy 2 cases, you get $100 off.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Go to hellosport.shop, bang, rosé on there, code Manly, $50 off a case. Pretty fucking generous if you ask me. But we love the punter and we love the dribbler, and we're just like, let's get this vintage out there to the people that want it most.
Let's get it in the gullets of the nation.
That's right. Gull it up.
Manly had a good win there last week, bud, but it looked a bit touch and go there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Just sorry to jump in there. That just came into my brain because I was watching it on with my side eye, my chook eye, and I was like, fuck me, Dad, are these cunts going to get the fucking chocks after such a historic defeat?
It was 8 o'clock Friday night. You think to yourself, we'll be right as rain here, Tom and I. It'll be a nice night for us to watch the footy. Dinner gets booked, doesn't it? Obviously, dinner gets booked.
That's right. I was by myself.
And when the girls are as excited as they were, there's fucking nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
So we had to watch it on the phone there. Listen, it was a bit tighter than I would have liked, Jack Edward
For a
Archdale.
while there.
It was a bit tighter than I would have liked, but it's 32-18, so you fucking...
Kid ran away with it.
The kids run away with it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you fucking take the 2 points and you fuck off.
Correct. Do you put a bet on for Manly to get the chocks at the start of every season to win the comp? Mm-hmm. What do you usually... You don't need to... Well, where usually does that bet lie in terms of...
I think I put 100 on them this year.
Yeah.
Just to get the...
I like that.
Nothing crazy.
Nah, I like it.
Nothing crazy. You know what I mean? I am always very confident at the start of the year. Obviously, sometimes that can sort of wash away when you come in like 10th with a game to play. You think you're probably out of it because you are statistically. Yeah, that's when the passion sort of takes a beating, and you got to change the tone, you got to change the tempo. Yeah, you got to change the narrative.
Yeah, you do.
Not our year, boys, not our year sort of stuff. But we look all right this year, Jack. I do think we look pretty good. I think if we can all stay healthy, to use a rugby league term, if we can all stay on the park and play our best footy late in the year, then we're a sniff. Unlike you, Chooks.
Well, can I make an analogy? You know when you're on holidays, Mum comes home from the supermarket. She does the first day holiday shop. Okay. She comes back to the apartment, wherever you're staying, loads the fridge up. She goes, this is sort of lunch. You got your bread rolls, some prawns, a chook, avocado.
How good's chook?
Tomato, fucking red hot. Delightful. So you'll have
Sweating in the bag.
sweating in the bag. This is what I'd like to. This is the analogy. When she went to that supermarket, what did she get? She got a hot chook. You get home the next day, what are you eating for lunch? You're eating a cold chook. They've been hot and cold, these chooks. Okay. Now, some may say that's long-winded. Some may argue that's a long-winded analogy.
No, it's perfect.
But I'm sticking.
No, it was perfect.
Sticking.
It was perfect.
Sticking to it.
And what you're saying is you'll still eat them?
I'll still eat them. Yeah. I guess I'm saying that. Yeah. But it's been hot and cold. That Anzac Day test.
Hot chook.
Chook.
They've just bought that out.
That's hot chook.
That one's been slid off that big fucking rail the cunts are on. Whatever those spinning things are, pole.
Correct.
And brought over to you.
You know what I mean?
Piping
hot. Like, but it's just, there is just an inconsistency.
Because sometimes you can nip in there and you can get one of those late in the day chooks that have been sitting on those heaters all day and you check the thing. It's like 9 p.m. at night, just about to shut. This chook was cooked at fucking 7 a.m. You think to yourself, Jesus, I'm running the gauntlet here, but you've also got no money.
Correct.
And you've had chook on the mind all day. So you roll the dice, but the chook lets you down. That's like the roosters sometimes.
That's a tremendous. That's probably better, that analogy. And this whole fucking mum goes that does the first holiday.
No, I like that one. No,
you like that one?
Yeah. Because you will eat chook cold.
You'll eat your cold.
Like you'll eat sausages cold.
You'll eat most of it cold, I'd argue. The first one will probably be a hot chook. The rest of the week.
Depends what sort of mood the old boy's in.
True.
If he's in a mood to fucking pound chook.
Drumsticks gone, wings gone, breast gone. Yeah, you've got to get another hot chook the next day.
Yeah,
That's
you're
correct.
on carcass territory.
You're in real carcass territory. But they're just. Ed Lister won $700 on that game with a $10 bet.
$700.
He had Roosters to win, 13 plus, Suoleti to score, Manu to score, maybe Butcher to score. Butcher scored twice. Wait, what would he have been paying?
No, Butcher.
Yeah. And then something else. Anyway,
$3 or $4. Yeah.
$10, $700.
It's a nice bet.
It is a good punt.
But he's also a bit of a fucking special cunt, and he probably puts that on every week and never hits, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he was saying he's like the beautiful mind for the Roosters afterwards, just sending us messages. I was like, dude, you're sending this to our Roosters chat. He's like, you cunts just don't get it. You just don't get it. I'm like, you should be sending this to your foes. We are friends in here. And he was attacking us because he won. I'm like, wrong chat, dog? Or turns out not wrong chat. He just knows more than us. He's better. Anyway, that's fucking life.
But you won't win the comp, though.
No, probably not. But guess what? You never fucking know. Chooks are always very tumultuous to start, I've found, and then there's a late hit. Last year we had a very strong late hit.
You've started better than you have in previous seasons, which is probably a good thing, because in previous seasons you've started like a busted and you've crawled back and then lost round one of the finals.
Yeah. What do you think of this fucking horse cock about them fucking off the kickoff?
James Graham's not happy about it.
I saw that.
Jimmy's fucking pumped up.
And I get that.
I don't know how serious they're taking it. Bulldog Richie is, or Bullfrog Richie as some people are calling him, is up in arms about it. I can see a world where they would fuck it off eventually, which is like, I'm playing devil's advocate.
I know, yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate. They'll probably be like, mate, well, you know, it's the only time in the game where they get 50 metres to fucking wind up and rip in. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't happen that many times a game, and it's also the best part.
Correct.
Like, Origin would not be the same if you didn't have that wind up at the start.
What do you do?
That is Origin.
Well, you tap it?
With the Biff's gone, right?
Yeah.
Cunts fucking throwing down. Catalogue days are over.
Which was devastating.
So now the hit up is a big part of it.
Yes.
If you want that gladiatorial stuff, the kickoff needs to be there. Because the boys wind up and rip in. Back, the old saying, off the back fence, Jack, that's gone.
Yeah.
You can fuck that saying off.
See you never.
There's no more back fence.
Zero. And what, like, the thing that fucks me, like, no players would be calling for that.
No. No.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a couple of contrarians that are calling for it. I don't know. I mean, if the data is like overwhelming that it's fucking people up doing that, then maybe they should look at it. But otherwise, I think it's just a bit of hot cock.
But
they just
you know
arguing
what?
that it's a big collision because of the bigger wind up. That's probably that's the logic behind it.
yeah, correct. But do you okay, well, with boxing, let's just do body shots.
But I'm also like, bruh, there's still many times in open play where people get fucking folded.
Fucking oath, bruh. Heaps. It's a fucking physical, hard-ass game. Like, I wonder if they were to amend it, you know what I mean, and change it, whether it would be like a kickoff, but it'd have to be a short kickoff.
Well, what are they? I don't even know what are they even suggesting with that, Tobler?
Do you know?
They're just suggesting banning. It's.
But so how would the game what would happen after a try?
Can't. If you have to fucking...
What would happen after a try?
I think it's similar to if you kick the ball out, you just get like a tap on the 20-meter line.
What a shocking way to start a game of football. Hit us.
I'm talking more about they want to ban the kickoff because of the concussions.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's put up like an alternative yet. Or
It'd be
not-
like a 20-meter tap, I suppose.
Yeah.
something like that. Like similar to when you kick the ball out and the team
It should be
gets a 20-meter
fucking
tap.
weird as shit.
to start.
It'd be like if you got genital herpes or genital warts, right?
Jerpies, yep.
And you'd never had them before. But when you got them, you'd be talking about them.
So you're saying... So can I just let me just clear up something? Your point was... Your insanely profound point was... When something happens, you talk about it. Are we clear on that?
So what's happening is concussions have been caused off the kickoff and we're talking about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Case closed. Righto, Jarchy, let's have a little dribble, my brah.
Love this.
But before we do, punters and dribblers, we've got something exciting coming up with our good friends at Koala.
Oh, baby.
Bit of a fucking sofa secret series. I know we called for your biggest sofa secrets recently. We may or may not have nipped down to a couple of dribblers' houses and had a gander at what they're working with. That'll be out in a couple of weeks. But thought it'd be a bit of fun if we got a couple of you fucking dribblers to call in with any yarns you might have about your sofas. Any secrets that they might hold, you know what I mean? The good, the bad, the disgusting. Shit like that, Jarch.
Well, if you were... Hypothetically, if you were a bedwetter, we've also had a fair share of sofa wetters, me being one of them. I can share a sofa secret right now. I've pissed me sofa. Sorry, Steph.
Oh, you pissed on you and Steph's sofa.
I've done it, yeah.
Fair income.
Yeah.
You just
After a night...
you flip the cushions over, or
Just get a bit of Glen 20.
Is it a leather couch?
just a bit of Glen 20? Jesus Christ!
Few whiskeys, get sent to the couch, wake up, bit of a puddle.
So you get sent to the couch.
I send myself to the couch when I know Daddy's had a bit on. You know what I mean?
Yep. And you just Glen 20 that shit, do you? You would just let it dry and then just 20 it up.
20 it up. It's good stuff. There's a little sofa secret for you, Koala.
Yeah. So if you've got anything like that, call the hotline. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And we'll give them a run next Monday.
Smart.
Righto. Let's go. Cool.
Oh, he.
Oh, for fuck.
Oh,
Tops.
Tobler.
Fuck's sake. Oh, fuck.
You bloody crazy kid.
Go again, Will.
Come on, Tobler. Just.
It's
I mean, what are we paying for?
It's just. I mean,
I mean,
we
what?
try.
I mean, what are we paying for?
And we try.
Well,
Oh.
just calling up because I'm a few potties back, just listening to the rhetoric on the Great Pyramids, and I was actually speaking to a mate today. He's in China at the minute. He's at the Great Wall, it got me thinking. I'm like, fuck, I know it's a great wall, but how great is it? So I did a bit of Dior. This fucking wall is 21,000 kilometres long. Like, that is fucking huge. I don't think, like, that's getting, like, from Sydney to Perth, what, like, maybe nearly 7 times? And it also took 2,000 years to complete. Like, I never fully, had the full understanding of how fucking great that wall is. That's one of the great walls of all time.
The Great
I don't
Wall.
know. I've been upset that I haven't heard any of that on the potty, but maybe that's in the episodes to come. Cheers, lads.
Yeah. Might be why it's called the Great Wall.
It's no rabbit-proof, fans. I've always said it.
You've always said it. It's no rabbit-proof fence.
That is a great wall.
I actually saw this on TikTok a couple of months ago, and I thought to myself, that's a lot longer than I thought.
21,000 kilometres.
Because there's different sections. It's not necessarily the whole thing is that length. It's like there's one section here and then another section here and another section here, and they might be parallel to each other and shit, but all up.
Oh, I see.
All up, it's 21,000. But it's still, cunts have built that fucking thing.
Was that to do with Mongolians?
I believe it was to keep out the hordes from the Great Steppe, STEPPE, from like Mongolia all the way across to Russia. Like where Genghis Khan used to do his work.
Yeah, you got autism, man.
Thanks. Okay. Way to make someone feel good about themselves.
No, it's awesome. It's your superpower. STEPPE, Genghis Khan and the like. What is STEPPE? PPE?
Like a step. Like a step. I think I just pronounced it step. I'm probably getting that wrong.
Probably not.
Is more like a flat sort of grassed region where you can just fucking hook it. There's no mountains and shit.
Gotcha.
That's my understanding.
So they're like Genghis. Can't come in here.
Well, Genghis on his horse, he just conquered that whole region. His Mongolian empire was like one of the biggest empires of all time.
Yeah, didn't he decrease the level of CO2 in the atmosphere?
By 10%.
Because of all the people he killed.
Correct. But he owned the great steppes of that region.
Okay.
And, the horse was his steed.
Genghis, a little later than what our initial supposition, wasn't he? Wasn't he like 1100s? Did we always? I always thought he was like
JC, GK.
GK. I always thought he was like 784. You know what I mean? AD.
No, he was definitely in the 11s.
Later than I thought. Later. You know, that's medieval England shit.
Actually, the 1200s.
Yeah. Fuck, that's late, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty late.
Oh, Genghis?
Yeah, Genghis.
What, 800 years ago?
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
Not.
That's 8 really old people.
Isn't that wild?
And Genghis getting around.
Yeah, that's 8 people ago.
8 old people.
Yeah, but 8 people. That's 8 people ago.
Yeah. That's fucking ridiculous.
That's fucked.
Isn't that fucked? And he's just on the steps, wheeling and dealing.
STEPPE. So, I've learned.
Forgot your question. Actually, long walls. Yeah, to keep. I think it was to keep the Genghises out.
Yeah,
essentially
the Khans of the world.
Yeah.
Is Khan like king?
No idea. There's some stat about how many people are related to old Genghis.
Yes.
And it's pretty gnarly, isn't it?
It's a lot of people. He's obviously one of the great rulers of our time. Well, not our time.
We should do one of them fucking serology tests or whatever.
But if you go, yeah, I'd like to do one.
And imagine if you were related to Genghis.
Imagine if you had a bit of Neanderthal in you.
I know a few blokes that definitely do.
Same.
Like, without a doubt.
Yeah. Couple of blokes.
A few furrowed brows in my friendship group, let me tell you.
Big heads, bit thick.
Big, thick foreheads on them.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Fucking oath we should.
I'm going to look into that after this.
You should. See what the go is.
Fuck
His
yeah.
DNA is present in about 16 million men still alive today.
Imagine being one of the 16. Bit of Khan in you. Bit of Gengi.
Well, imagine if we had a bit of Gangi in us.
It would be fucking unreal.
Not gangrene, but Genghis Khan.
Yeah, preferably not gangrene, but a bit of Gengi Khan. If I know that Gengi had railed one of my ancestors, I'm pumped.
I don't think he just railed them though.
But like he railed someone who's then railed someone who's then railed someone, and we got a bit of Gengi. So there's been some railing within my family. You know what I mean?
Yep. And that would make you proud?
Real proud. Cool. I'm assuming not too many white Australians would have Genghis Khan's blood in him. It'd probably be more an Asian thing, but I would be very proud.
Yeah, but maybe one of my ancestors had a bit of Gangi.
That's what I mean.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. I mean, like, if you go up, 12 generations, how many grandparents you got in 12 generations? Like, fucking heaps.
True.
So the first generation, you got 4. No, so you got 4. So I've got 4. And then you go up one more and you got 8. And then 16. And up and up and up and up.
Yeah,
it goes.
true.
So 12 to the power of 4 is 20,736.
There you go. So
Wow.
12 generations, that's how many you got. So all I need is one Gangi in there. I just need one Gangi out of 20,000. You wouldn't see that. It wouldn't come through, I don't think, in my complexion.
Correct. But
That's
you
just-
could.
But there could be some Gangi in there.
Let's test it. Let's test for Gengi.
4 to the power of 12 is 16,700,000.
Oh, we definitely have Gengi.
I did it the wrong way around.
Do you do it to the power, though? Is that how it works out?
4 to the power of 4, 12 times back, 16 million.
Oh, we got Gengi in us. The fuck the test. 100% Gengi.
Apologies to any statisticians out there going, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, correct.
Listen, it's not our forte, you know that. Let's move on.
Good start.
Nice, Tobler.
Good work, Tops.
You're on fire now.
You've crushed it.
You're 2 from 2, mate.
Started it and stopped it.
Just
It's just.
You're 2 from 2, buddy.
what?
What about how I bought these jeans today and the cunt left a fucking tag on them?
Tom,
Oh, you're fucking pumping again.
Oh.
Eddie, and everyone else. Hello. Talking still about the stalkers. I had one of my very good mates for years and years create fake accounts of pretending he's a female, trying to get explicit images of myself and all of us other mates. Purely for the reason he felt like it. I don't know. But yeah, he was successful with some of the fellas. But for years he did it and tried his very hardest. Would even be camping half a metre away from one another, and he'd be making fake accounts of chicks that me and one of the other boys had hooked up with different chicks, and would add us trying to get photos of us while we're in our own swag. Very etched, went for years, and took a very long time to realise. No longer mates with this guy. Yeah, thanks boys. Don't know if it's actually stalkery or not, but yeah, do with that as you will. See ya.
That also is fucking so edge.
Laying next to you in the swag, jimmying up fake accounts so that he can
Get a cock shot?
get a cock shot while he's next to you is inappropriate in the extreme.
It's not normal behaviour. Look, I want to know how he got caught. I want to know how this unraveled, because it sounds like it was a year-long operation and it clearly has to have had some level of success. He'd have to get sporadic cock shots here and there to keep going.
I think he was getting fueled. You know, as in if he's a fire and a wood is a bit of wood,
Yeah.
then I think
Yeah, fire's nearly out, fresh cocky, revamps him. Yeah, I got you. No, I'm with you.
you know what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
Like, a bit of wood. on the fire.
Nice little euphemism. As in like a cock. It's what you could call your bone of wood. Like got wood and stuff.
Wood, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's putting wood on the fire. And like his fire's
fueling the... You're okay.
Not a real fire.
You're all right, buddy.
Not a real fire.
Yeah,
but
you're
like,
okay.
But if you put wood on a real fire, then it'll keep burning. And his fire is like a metaphor for that. But if you put cocks on it, then it keeps going.
Yeah, buddy. We understood it. Remember how we agreed with you all, everyone in the studio?
Cool.
We all agreed.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we could. You could.
You know, grape a concussion and all that.
Fuck me, Dad. Thought I nearly escaped with that behind me. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Fucking bad cunt.
Yeah, Tom, Eddie, punters, and the dribblers. Mate, just sitting back watching the Gold Coast Pro. And young Ronnie Blake, he's got the baby blue horizontal season tee just proudly on the commentary team there, just showing it off, boys. Just if you weren't aware, just giving you the heads up. Shout out to Ronnie Blakey. Be you soon.
I appreciate the call, young fella. We were alerted to the fact that Ronnie Blakey, hottest man surfing, was wearing the baby blue horizontal season shirt, still available, hellosport.shop. Only a couple left. We've kept them up there because we haven't sold many in the last couple of months, but that is because there are only a couple left, but there's still only a couple left. If you want to get some.
What a plug.
Ronnie looks so fuckable in this thing, dude.
I mean...
I put a thing up on Instagram yesterday. He is so delectable.
What the fuck is with, like, some cunts, bro?
Cunt. He's, like, annoying. It's almost annoying how fucking hot he is. And his brother Vaughn must go, what the fuck, bro? Like, with all due respect to Vaughn, Vaughn's a handsome man, but he's not Ronnie.
Not a lot are Ronnie. And also, he pulls off that shirt like there is no tomorrow.
Unbelievable.
He looks fucking good in it.
He's got great colouring.
Oh.
His hair's amazing.
God. You'd rather be up him than fucking upset.
Oh, God. Forget upset. Just get up him.
Get up him. Like,
and you're happy as Larry. Because Larry was happy.
I would be the one, I'd try and pump his tyres. I'd be complimenting him.
I am. I'm sitting here complimenting him.
Yeah, actually, that's what we're doing.
Because he's incredible.
God, he's a handsome son of a bitch.
But yes, we did say it. Thank you for the call to alert us to that fact. But if Ronnie's wearing anything that I have created, then I'm all over it.
Life, mate. I reckon those cunts will fucking sell out now. Those last couple are off the shelf, kid.
Move quick, kid.
Move quick, kid.
Hey, boys. Nighty Dribbler here. A lot of talk about double barrel last names, and I'm just wondering when in our lifetime will we see triple barrels, or even go one step further and four bangers, and is there an end to it? Don't know. I'd love your opinion. Peace, boys. Hooroo.
So obviously,
Give me an example.
to walk this out, a double barrel last name would marry a double barrel.
So this is probably something I should know. Daldin claims it to be one name, but there's a space in between the words.
It couldn't be.
There's a space. Is that double barreled?
There'd be a Dal and a Din.
Right?
Don't you think?
But I said, so that's your two last names.
I've never heard of a last name that had a space if it wasn't double barreled.
I agree with that.
Have you?
No. Have you, cunts?
No,
Never.
Never.
So a quadruple barrel would be a Daldin Walker Smith. If our friend Isabella Walker Smith, Baz's wife, Louisa start up a relationship, they can't figure out the last name, they go, fuck it, let's just quadruple barrel this bitch.
Daldin
it's
Walker
a Daldin
Smith.
Walker Smith.
Yeah, that's a four banger.
That's a four banger. It actually doesn't sound that bad.
But if Dowdin and Walker Smith had a kid, and it was a Dowdin Walker Smith kid, and then she married an Ashley Cooper, would it be a Dowdin Walker Smith Ashley Cooper?
Man, you start to postulate. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Daldin Walker Smith Ashley Cooper.
Yep.
That kid grows up. All right.
Big and strong.
Yeah. It marries a Murray Darling. Now you got a Daldin, Walker Smith, Ashley Cooper, Murray Darling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's an 8 banger. Okay. You got that 8. You got that 8 barrels.
Then you might run into, a footy type.
Yeah.
Maybe a Marshall King.
Well, what do you got?
Then you're a Daldin, Walker Smith, Ashley Cooper, Murray Darling, Marshall King.
Then imagine you get a Leonard Greaves. All right. Next thing, a Leonard Greaves. Next thing you've got a Daldin, Walker Smith, Ashley Cooper, Murray Darling, Marshall King, Leonard Greaves. You're just going, what the fuck is going on? Let alone the front name they've got to rock.
Because you could be doubled up front, too.
You could be doubled up front.
You could be a Jamie Lee.
So what will that be?
Then you're a Jamie Lee, Daldin,
Walker
Smith, Ashley Cooper, Murray Darling, Marshall King, Leonard Greaves. What was the last one?
Was there another one?
Was that?
I think Leonard Grazer was the last.
Okay.
But they could have middle names.
Well,
as well.
like my brother. I mean, you could be a William Charles David. You could be a Charles David. So you could be a Jamie Lee, Charles David, Daldin, Walker Smith,
Ashley
Cooper, Murray Darling, Marshall King, Leonard Greaves.
You could be.
You know, when you think about it.
Yep. You could.
Then you get a doctorate. You become Dr. Jamie Lee, Charles David, Daldin, Walker Smith, Murray Darling, Marshall King, Ashley Cooper, back a bit, Leonard Greaves.
And then you get knighted.
Well, what the fuck would that become?
Well, Sir Doctor. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, just to tie that off with a nice ribbon.
Yeah,
we get it.
Yeah, she fucked. She fucked out there.
Nah, we got it, mate.
Tom, Eddie, Toddler, Totality, the punter, and the dribbler. Blackfinger dribbler here. Looking to add on to the words of the great dribbler from last week and call out the once great Tom Birmingham of not a big car guy fame. See, you're a bit early to get high on your own farts there, brother. Bit too on the defensive, as it were, with the criticisms last week. See, mate, you might not know this, but most EVs do still burn oil. And for the great mind fuck of your life, I would recommend going to www.google.com.au/images and searching Tesla oil filter. That's all I've got to say, boys. King Wally forever, Queen Gutho never.
So basically, I'll give you context. So Thomas William George Birmingham,
double-barreled,
he asked for a ute, and he got an EV,
right?
Which I think is probably he's a soft cunt. So
yes,
that's
where he lives.
Battery powers and that.
That's where he lives.
But he has been off the back of that promoting him, and he's now newly found green thumb, and that he loves the planet and he's looking after it. We've had a couple of dribblers calling in saying, "Oh well, good luck fucking powering that thing with your coal powered electricity." Now this bloke's just called in saying, "Look up a Tesla oil filter."
Oil filter on a Tesla. What oil would they fucking need?
Now I don't have a dog in this fight, punters and dribblers, but let's have a gander.
It's confusing. I don't know. I heard the other day that the fucking... I don't even want to get into it.
Don't bother. If Tobler can do his job, we'll have a quick gander at this thing.
It's just tough, isn't it, Tom?
Technology.
Fucking.
You need to start whispering to it and saying, thank you, please, and thank you.
Please
Exactly right. Exactly what
it
you need to do.
worked. Got to whisper.
What? Why? What the fuck does... Hold on. Oh, so they've still got... I'm just trying to figure this out. But they don't have an engine. Right? They got a battery. I don't understand how these fucking things work.
Listen, if so, a Tesla's got an oil filter. That's essentially what we're saying. I don't know what that means in terms of the engine.
I don't even think they had an engine. I thought it was just a battery. Like they don't have an engine like a car has an engine. That's why they're redundant. They just have a battery, right?
And the battery powers the drive shaft.
Everything. I don't know how these cunts work, bro. Do they have engines? No.
No, they don't.
No, they're saying that the oil is used for the gearbox
Oh, okay.
in the Tesla.
So what's that got to do with old mate? And
I
his
think
question.
he thinks that's still burning oil.
Oh, it's okay.
Like the car's still burning
right.
oil.
So it's
Right.
got. That's his point.
Whereas this is just lubricating the gearbox.
His point wasn't the functionality of the apparatus. It was more the fact that it still needs oil to function. Okay, I've gotcha.
Oil's in almost everything, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's just a reality that we all must reckon with. How many more we got, Tobler?
2.
Let's hear them.
Let's hear them.
Let's shear them.
It's good.
Lads, Punters Club Dribbler here. We had our Punters Club trip up in Brizzy last year. A few of the boys just fucking around. One of the boys accidentally put a leg of the chair through the roof. We were just like, fuck, what do we do? One of my mates, it was a sparky. The next morning, woke up and we're like, fuck, we don't want to fix this. He goes, all right, we'll just go down to the electrical wholesaler. We grabbed a downlight, cut it out, just put the downlight in there. The downlight didn't work, so we're like, well, just get on the front foot nice and early. So we rung up the hotel and we're like, thanks for the stay and everything, but just the lights didn't work.
Genius.
So got away with that, got our bomb back and everything. And yeah, if you ever put a hole in the roof that's small enough, just chuck a downlight in there.
That's fucking genius.
Thanks, lads.
That is actually genius.
So just put a Robert in there.
Just fucking bush car. Robert Downlight Jr. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah. Yeah.
So glad I was on the same page.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah,
kid.
I think it was pretty good.
I think it was red hot.
So you put a hole in the roof, put a Danny in there, a Robert, and be on your merry way. That's eyes up. See, you can only really do that if you've got a tradie mate nicking about.
Yeah, because that's not my first thought. I'm not going, I'm chucking a Downy in there.
I'm saying...
I'm calling them and saying, sorry, put a chair
we're
for the
probably
roof.
going to have to wear this.
Yeah.
And just be done with it.
Or just do what we did at our house in Bathurst and just putty those cunts up. Did one of the poorest jobs.
You just go down to your local Bunnings.
Did one of the poorest
and
jobs.
you go, give us your best bucket of putty. And you put a bit of paper up there and you just putty the fuck out of it.
We just did through such a...
And then you do a little bit of a sand job and you fuck off.
You fuck off.
Nothing to be seen here.
They never called us on it.
No, they didn't because we're elite puttymen.
Shout to Keppel.
177.
Keppel Street, Bathurst. If you live in 177 Keppel Street, Bathurst, I would love to come and visit the house at some point.
Same.
I'd love to go in there.
You know what I'd like to do? Sit up on the balcony and sing songs.
Fuck, I'd love that.
How nice would that be?
Have the neighbours yell at us. Like, Jesus Christ, we would have sucked.
Oh, fuck. I'd love to do that. I really would.
I would. If anyone knows anyone at 177 Keppel Street, Bathurst, hit us up, cunt.
Love to come for a gander. Righto, lucky last.
Lucky last.
Hey lads, Dot Point Dribbler here. Quick one this morning. How many hours could you see in a day before you start getting suspicious? Cheers, lads.
Sorry, what did he say?
How many hours?
How many owls could you see
Owls.
one day before you start getting suspicious?
I can answer this. I can answer it. And it's 2. Now, this was, I don't know if you guys remember this. There was the great mice plague a couple of years ago where there was fucking mice everywhere.
Yeah.
Cunts were everywhere.
Yep.
You usually don't see one owl. If you see one owl, it's quite a tremendous thing. You're like, fuck, look at that fucking owl. They're fucking hiding, little cunts. Driving back. Now, because of this mice plague, guess who was out hunting all the time? Owls. Owls love mice. I'd be driving back home to the farm, remember seeing one owl. I'm like, look at that fucker. That mad cunt just sitting there. I'm like, that's awesome. Steps in the car with me. I see another. And I'm like, holy shit. We've seen 2 owls. Already suspicious. Ended up seeing like fucking 6 owls.
Yeah.
Shit.
Beyond a 2, you're going, what the fuck? 3, three is way too many.
I can honest to God tell you that I was expecting a letter through my door. Like as a late start to Hogwarts. I'm like, this is too many owls.
A very late start. A very, very late start.
I just thought maybe it got lost in the...
Put your hand in the air if you thought when you turned 11 an owl was showing up.
Oh, I did.
Yep.
Guilty.
And I hoped.
Absolutely.
I
hoped. Funny thing about owls, punters and dribblers, they don't make any noise when they
fly.
When they flap their wings, they don't make a sound.
Silent. It's
I've actually seen it. It'll blow you the fuck away.
Isn't it wild? You see that test they did with these other birds?
Yep.
Fucking.
How cool is that?
It's the coolest thing of it because they are dead silent.
Dead silent.
How? Is it their feathers?
It must be.
Their feathers have a leading edge shape like a comb.
It's unbelievable.
So the air just funnels smoothly over the wing and dampens the sound.
You can't. You honestly not a sound. And they've had mics and shit set up. They can't pick up anything.
Owls don't get enough credit, if you ask me.
Fuck no. Nowhere near. Everyone's like, ooh, Harry Potter, capes and shit. Nah, bruh.
Head rotation, hunting ability.
Owls are motherfuckers. And they look sick.
So sick. They are wise. They look it.
Are they native to Australia?
Good question. Sure. Oh, fuck.
I don't know.
There's a couple that are.
Yeah, perfect.
There's the Australian boo book, a barking owl, a moorpork, and a powerful owl.
Well, I don't know why there aren't enough. Like, why isn't there a sporting team called the Owls?
Good fucking point.
Owls fucking rock.
Owls do rock. If we ever have some sort of a sporting team together, I'd really respect it if we were called the Owls.
Or the Scallops.
Or the Scallops. Scallop owls. I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Owls with scallops in their beaks.
Yeah. The scallop hunters.
Okay. That'll probably do.
I think that'll do us. Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Love yous.
Love yous. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Thanks for coming on, buddy.
That was mad.
Loved ya.
Love you.
Well, I love you. I didn't love you.
Yeah,
I still love you.
You still do?
Yeah.
Even post-scraper. I've got that pro-scraper love, the PGL.
You got that PGL, buddy.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Don't think Steph does it.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?